So I flung the boat up around in an eddy current 100 yards, 150 yards upriver, and parked it and got out and let a bugle go. Nothing special. I just and boom, he just come flying out of the tree line onto the bank, and he let a little chuckle go, and he's lip balling, and you can see him across the river, and his lips are all turned out, and his mouth's open, and his head's back, and I'm like,
welcome to the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast.
This is the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast. Welcome to it. This is going to be a fun episode. Stacked panel. Scott Sunderwald here, of course.
Yeah.
Puffing on a fancy-looking pipe, too.
On my Gandalf pipe. This is the first time George is letting me smoke the pipe here in the studio. So I feel this is going to be a really good episode.
We smoked cigars in here one night on an episode a while ago, and this garage smelled like cigars for a week. I was like trying to air it out. But Jeff Campano back on the show.
hello.
Welcome, Jeff.
Thanks.
Last time Jeff was on, we were grouse hunting. I shot a grouse, and the mic, or the battery died on the thing right when I was shooting.
Sure.
I did shoot it, though, Jeff,
It
right?
was probably for the better because I was in the truck criticizing his grouse hunting ability and all 7 shots that he took.
It was a big grouse. Sometimes you need 7 shots to take down a grouse.
7
Jeff.
shots with a 22, correct? Or 7 shots with a shotgun.
But no, that wasn't 7 shots.
Well, it was more than one. It was a 410.
It was 410, yeah.
Yeah.
And Matthew Ritchie back on the show, Matthew.
Thanks for having me.
One of our favorite guests.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, the next
Fun-
chapter.
Good times.
We want to talk hunting. This is like, end of November, end of hunting season for a lot of people.
Yep.
Unless you
Tail
got-
end of her.
Yeah. So should we let's get into hunting season first.
Dive in, man. I'm taking the week off, so I'm stoked to talk hunting.
Yeah. So Matt, last time I was talking to you, you were looking for that deer, and then I saw a video posted like the next morning, and I was like, oh shit, he got something.
Well, the one I got this year of my buck.
Yeah.
So they were back to those videos were back to back.
Yeah.
I got myself. I went out to a spot south of town, and I pulled the trigger on a nice little 4x4 whitetail.
Yeah.
Did you rattle that one in?
I did. Yeah, that's why I have a hard time passing anything up I rattle in.
I'm the
like,
same way. Yeah. So tell us the rattling story. What happened there?
Same. I just do a very cherry pick sequence. If I get into a location and I've got scrapes and I can see does hanging around and there's good bedding area and feed and water and travel corridors, it's kind of a game plan to get set up. And the way I work it is that I'll throw out a couple doe bleats and we'll let it sit for a few minutes. I'll do a couple more doe bleats and then I'll let it sit for a minute or two, and then I'll come in with a tending grunt call, which is just 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe. It all depends how you're feeling, how loud you want to be, and you just throw in a repetitive grunt call. And what's that sending out to everybody is that there's a hot doe.
Yeah.
I'm an aggressive buck that's tending that, coming up behind this doe going,
You're creating a story.
They're like a pig when they tend to.
And they're letting these grunts out. And once you understand what it sounds like in the woods, you'll be like, oh, man, I've been hearing this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's a weird sounding tree over there. You know, like you're listening. Anyways, back to the story. And I'll do that tending grunt.
Yeah.
And then I'll give it about a 10-second break. And then I'll just smash the antlers. So what I'm representing is that, yes, there is a hot doe.
Yeah.
There are 2 bucks that are fighting over that hot doe.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be in another dominant buck's for that area. Mm-hmm. I'm in his bedroom. So he's going to be thinking in his head, who the hell are these 2 yahoos fighting?
That's my
fighting
girl.
over my women.
Yeah.
And who is this and what's going on? And they will come in. They'll come right into you.
So are you repeating that series for a while, or then do you rattle for a while, or do you just hang out quiet for a bit?
I'll let it chill for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'll get more aggressive with my buck grunt. I'll probably do a couple loud grunts.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a buck bawl, which is just an over aggressive, elongated buck call.
You got machinery for this, or you're just using your voice?
Is that the old
Well, that's your snort wheeze.
snort wheeze,
That's
which
snort
is
wheeze, yeah.
the biggest FU in the buck world?
Yeah, that's a guy. That's the bigger buck in his bedroom, and you're intimidating a fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they'll come out looking for, be like, what the what's going on in here, man?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and they'll come in running. I've had them come sneaking in like this one. He comes sneaking in and he didn't make her out. Like, that was, I was pretty excited about the whole thing, and I said, the hell with it. Using my father's Remington 735 Whalen, which is an older cartridge.
Yeah.
Hell of a cartridge with the new modern ammunition that they produce for it through Hornady.
Yeah.
So it's a 200 grain 35 caliber 200 grain projectile at like 2960.
200 grain. Wow, that's a wallop. Eh?
Leaves a hole.
Yeah, it makes a hell of a hole.
Yeah.
Well, I love
like 30 yards. It's pretty well clean through. Just
Yeah.
I love the old saying with rattling. Rattling doesn't work until it does.
Yeah.
And that's what I always remember, because I've rattled in bucks, but you'll rattle a lot before you score. And I think a lot of times they'll sneak in and they'll wind you. I think there's a lot going on that you don't know when you're rattling. Mm-hmm. So don't give up just because you tried it 5 times and it didn't work. It's going to work, and when it works, it's going to blow your mind. And like you said, sometimes they come charging in for a fight, which is so exciting.
Rattling, and a good tip for rattling, don't sit right aways and rattle. Don't sit cut blocks and rattle.
Exactly.
You need to, rattling works in close proximity hunting where you're intersecting right of ways. If they can see for a long ways, they're not stupid, and they expect to see an animal.
Yeah.
So the way to get rattling to work really well is to get those major travel corridors from the bed to the feed, where you know the does are traveling and the bucks are going to be just busting those ridges left and right. And you've got one good travel corridor where you've got, if you got 60 yards, a good shot, that's about max, because they're going to come busting in and come over the knoll or come over the ridge and stop and snort and stomp their foot.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm here, let's go.
Where you
and they're
at,
like,
man?
where the hell is it? And they're like looking at a little fluffy white cloud behind a tree, and they're like, what is that?
Oh, that's Matt.
That's me.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, too many guys try to rattle a buck into a cut block. I've talked
That's
to
what
guys.
I did this weekend.
No, yeah, and I asked them, where were you rattling? They're like, I was sitting in this great cut block rattling. I said, that's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, go where they can sneak in so they're not expecting a hunter at all.
Yeah.
The best, I shouldn't give all these secrets away,
It's
but
end
I
of
am.
hunting season.
I'm smoking my pipe. I'm having some good scotch here from Jeff, so I'm going to tell. You go into a poplar stand on a hill, wide open. You can see for 200 yards, lots of poplar trees. Start rattling in a place like that, and even rattle as you're walking in, like break branches and scruff. The groundwork is just as important as what you're doing with those antlers.
Yeah.
Because bucks make a lot of ground sound when they're fighting. And then just tuck behind a tree, get that rifle ready, and be ready for something to sneak up to wind you behind your back. I mean, you got to be looking 360 degrees.
Those aspen stands,
Those are the best.
key to the aspen stand are transition lines from the thickets to the evergreens where they're coming out.
Yeah.
And that's for shed hunting too. That's a good one. But no, that's a good one too. I hunted the south facing aspen stands. Excuse me. And still do. And I've kind of changed and trying to do different stuff, but
Yeah.
it tried and true. Like, if that's another thing, if I wanted to go shoot a buck, that's
That's where you're going.
when. Well, did I send you a picture of that great big enormous buck the recovery mission buck?
Yeah.
Yeah, enormous. flabbergasted by the size of this deer.
Where's that from? Are you giving us locations?
From an aspen stand.
What's the coordinates, though?
Yeah.
The coordinates will be in the show notes.
It's right here. I'm pointing at a map, everybody.
Yeah.
And crunchy snow's your best friend.
Yeah?
Yeah. In the early years, I hated crunchy snow because you can't sneak up on anything. But that's the time to rattle.
Yeah.
Because don't walk. Nothing marches in the bush like a human. So the worst thing you can do is just march in on something, because every animal within a kilometer knows you're a human being.
Yeah.
So take 3 steps, stop, scruff a little bit, like move like you're an animal pawing at fresh grass or something under the snow. Don't walk like a human being. Never march. Marching is the worst thing you can do.
What time did you get that? Was it first thing in the morning you got that buck in? Is that what you're moving for?
Yeah, it was probably 45 minutes after light, because I come walking in and I filmed those deer for...
Yeah, a couple does on the hillside.
Yeah, and well...
You can see this whole hunt, too, on the next chapter. Like, you posted, like, the full scenario. Like, it was
except
cool.
for the shot, and I have my shot camera set up on my 22-250 for hunting coyotes.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to that too. That'll be fun. Blast a few of them. I saw one today. I just turned around. I was out on the wheeler way back in these massive cut blocks, and I stopped and I was looking at this whole rickety bridge crossing in a big buck track, and I just kind of caught movement out of the corner of my eye, and I turned, I look, and here's like a 25-pound young coyote.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like it went, oh shit, and fucking popped down over the hill, and that was it. He was gone. I usually carry an assortment of calls in my backpack, and I did. I had wolf call today and coyote call and all that sort of stuff.
When we were out last weekend, came across, like, we were on a nice cut line there, and ton of deer activity, and came across massive grizzly tracks, like, from that morning. So bears still crawling
I saw
around.
tracks today.
Yeah.
They were probably 2 or 3 days old.
Yeah.
Was that grizz or black bear that you saw?
Grizzly. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were the size of a large steak serving plate.
Yeah.
Well, the males are the last ones to den up, right? So I've seen male grizz tracks out in January.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I'm hot tenting frying bacon in my tent by then.
Yeah.
So,
Well, George, when were we out at Rock Lake and we had those bear tracks across the frozen lake?
We were early December.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, last year we were Rock Lake early December, and there's like just a scuff of snow on the lake, and we just followed, like, grizzly bear just walked the whole length of the lake. Like, we're just following these bear tracks. It's pretty cool.
We saw him go down the river, then we saw where he like sat down and like scruffled his butt in the snow and
Yeah.
kept on
oh,
going.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we, well, Jeff and I are heading out tomorrow. We have not got a deer yet. Matthew's got his. Now you're out looking for mule deer now, too.
Yeah, that was an attempt. I had one little whitetail buck jump out in front of me today, and one muley doe. I assumed something was going to come jumping out behind her, but it didn't happen. I sat there for a while and watched and listened. And
How long do you put in for that draw?
general,
Oh,
it's a general mule draw, 352, general mule deer, antlered.
in 352.
Up by Grand Cache.
Yeah,
then.
up by Grand Cache.
352, 353.
I didn't know they still had a general. In the good old days, I would get a general every year,
Yeah.
but they're hard to come by now.
I
Well,
drew
that's-
once for it. It was 5 years
Yeah.
Okay.
out by Edson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff's got a good question. Actually, we should talk about this, Jeff. So Jeff's got a moose draw. Like, you've been in for how long? Is your
10 years?
10 years?
Yeah. Ever since I
priority?
started hunting, every year I put in.
Wow.
But
So, like, that's
priority
pretty
only.
much guaranteed anywhere then, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where should Jeff enter for a draw then? Where's the moose at nowadays?
I would probably go 344. I've seen more moose in 344. I know it gets hunted hard, but
Yeah.
and 346 is pretty good too. Those would be-
346 is like...
Yeah. Oh shoot, we're giving way too many facts.
I don't
on
know
this
why you
podcast.
said the-
we're
erase that
gonna
name.
erase that out of the podcast.
I can bleep that
Yeah,
name.
we're
Yeah.
definitely
That,
gonna bleep
but I
that.
know that area you were just talking about that you've bleeped out. I spent a lot of time there, and I haven't seen a moose there in 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Like, we saw a couple moose when we first started hunting, like 2016, 2017. That's when I first started hunting, and then I haven't seen one and probably 100 days out there since then.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I've seen like 4 in there recently. Yeah, they're there.
Yeah,
They're there.
I saw a moose on my drive down here. Everyone was slamming on their brakes.
Oh yeah.
On the highway, slammed on my brakes, and you see one like it was way up there, but you see it moving through the ditch there.
I did want to ask you guys about a question about tree stands too. Came across 2 tree stands over the weekend. Mm-hmm. What is tree stand policy? Like, would you ever use someone's tree stand?
If it's Matthews, you can use it.
Yeah.
I don't use. Well, I do have tree stands. My ethics on a tree stand is that it obviously you can tell if it's active or if it's inactive.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's some, but I've left notes now on 3 tree stands.
Would you say?
With just I said, hi, my name's Matthew Ritchie.
Yeah.
My cell number is this. Just checking to see if the stands, because the frames of the stands had grown in.
Yeah.
And then there was this one enormous lick, obviously on a gray clay water hole.
Yeah.
Like ancient, but the man enhanced. Like those old timers must have put in a half a ton of road salt in there.
They had a pocket full of salt.
But a couple great big enormous old pine trees, but the stands are old, but they look to be 10, 15 years like since anybody's used them.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you tape your note to a bottle of whiskey and leave it there?
No,
because
fuck
that
that.
always
I'll
helps.
do that when somebody texts me back and
Yeah.
says like, "Hey man, thanks for leaving me the note." And
Yeah.
I'll
Have
be
you
like,
heard from anyone?
No,
No. None of
No.
us? Yeah.
I always
But-
thought the etiquette was you can use a stand. Like I wouldn't use one of these brand new Cabela's stands that some guys put up, but if it's something like Matt was saying, it's an old wooden thing, and I'm sitting in there, if a guy comes up and he said, "That's my stand," I will graciously move out of the way and be like,
Yeah. You'll slide over on the stand.
Yeah, I'll
"Ah,
slide
come on
over.
up, man."
Yeah. I'll be like, "Yeah, sorry, dude. This is your stand." But that's sort of the etiquette because actually, legally, you're not allowed to leave stands out.
no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's just it. It's crown land.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
I was gonna say I agree with you there, Scott. That if it's a temporary stand that someone's obviously putting up for the year and moving it around, I'd leave that alone.
Yeah.
But if it's a permanent stand, I think that's fair game. You're just putting up a stand there that's a good spot. If somebody puts up a blind, like if somebody makes a blind out of some brush, you're not going to use it. You're going to sit behind that brush every time.
That's true. Yeah.
we out elk hunting this year. Buddy of mine, we went out. First thing, we're the first people on the road. We get out there, and we didn't even know anybody else was hunting in that area. It didn't seem like there was anybody else hunting in there. We're out in the middle of nowhere, screaming bugles, just toodle-doo, toodle-doo, toodle-doo. Bang, we get a call back, and I'm like, "That's a good one." He's like, "Right on." So we're getting set up. We get up, park the trucks, get out, get our gear bags ready, sprayed down, ready to go. We head up the mountain. We're going in. We're not making calls until daybreak just because if he came down, like, we got to be ready to shoot. You don't want to start screwing around. Try to get yourself in the best position you can before daybreak happens. So it happens. We're on the break of this big, massive slope up in the mountains kind of thing, big drainage at the bottom. And I scream up and nothing. And we're like, and I've had this happen a lot in the river valleys around here, when you can communicate with the elk in the dark, no problem, man. They'll talk to you all night long.
Yeah.
Like daybreak, they make their last call and communications, what they're doing to everybody, because they know who's who in the zoo.
Have a good sleep.
And
See you
they shut her down.
Yeah.
And in the Athabasca River Valley, good luck bugling an elk unless you're up his butt.
Really, eh?
Yeah, if you pin one, you shut up and you break ground, and you cover ground, understand your wind, what's going to happen in the morning when the wind changes with your thermals, and you get in on that bull. So
You got to move in on them. Yeah, too many guys think the bull's going to come out of. He's with the honeys. He doesn't want to come out and find you.
Yeah.
You got to find him.
It's all what he's telling you too when he's talking.
Yeah.
What is he telling you to come here, or was he giving a locate bugle. Was it just a locate bugle back?
Yeah.
Because he might be by himself, and that's the man you want to talk to. Because then you go dark, 0 dark 30.
Yeah.
And you slide in.
And he's asking, where's that
6,
guy
7,
at?
800 yards, and all of a sudden you hear meow.
Are you cow chirping
like,
as you're walking in there,
That's
Matt?
when I'm coming in there.
Yeah.
But I go, that's what I'm saying, go dark.
Yeah.
And then and then you come in and then you start talking in a different language. And then
The language of love.
oh yeah.
Can you give
And-
us an example of like the sounds you'd be making?
Oh, you need the calls.
Oh, I need my cow calls and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Moo.
It really sounds like you just got to pretend you're at a bar and you want to get into a fight with a guy.
Yeah.
If he's with his honeys, he's not going to come find you.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You roll in on him. If he's by himself,
Yeah.
anyone coming up to him,
He's
gonna
by
talk
himself. He's in the washroom taking a pee. He's like, now's your chance.
to. Yeah, you bump into someone wrong. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
George is always picking fights at the urinals.
Yeah. Hey, man, I saw. Yeah. Now's my chance to get in there.
I segued myself off hard. I was talking about something, then got talking about elk hunting. You've always got to keep track of me because I get talking. I got too many stories.
Talk about
to-
Elk is good.
first.
And while we're on elk, we definitely want to hear the pros and cons of river hunting. Don't give all your secrets away, but what can you tell us about how river hunting works best and what not to do and some of your experiences?
Well, I definitely.
Is river hunting new for you? Like, is this a fresh?
It's new.
Yeah.
This is like, and I've buddy of mine has the exact same setup that I do, and he thinks I'm crazy because I take this boat and like.
What is it?
Well, it's a 14-foot flat bottom. So it's called a 14-4. So
Okay.
it's 14 foot long, 4 foot wide. It only drafts like 3 inches of water, 4 inches
Oh,
of
nice.
water when I'm
Yeah.
empty kind
It's like
of
a
thing.
John boat.
It's a John boat.
Oh yeah, like Jordan's boat.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
kind of motor you got on that?
Yeah, 25 horsepower, 2-stroke Mercury with a jet prop on it and a transmerizer.
And that pushes you back against the current when you got to come home.
I can come back upriver. So this is one of the trips I did. This is what Mike thought I was crazy. He's like, "What? You did that?" I was like, "Yeah." And one day, man, that's probably why my back was all fucked up there for a bit. I had to go to the chiropractor, sleeping on river benches, calling in people, calling in elk. Anyways, but yeah, I left town. I left town in the boat, and for me to get down to the Obed mine crossing, the 24 mine bridge crossing,
Yeah.
Oh, I know it well.
takes me less than 20 minutes. I can zing.
From Riverfront Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I have to canoe it.
Well, no,
I can
not
only
20.
go one way.
Yeah.
No, because I'm going down river I'm just loaded with fuel, pack, and rifle or bow.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing 36 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
And then back up river, I'm doing 28,
Wow.
26, 28.
Yeah.
I'm like, so that's clipping along.
Yeah, you're humping on her. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you hunting from the river then? Is it like, okay, here's a nice open area, let's hang out here for a bit? Or?
What you're looking for is crossing areas. So obviously, as for a beginner to look at, if you were going to be hunting the river, using a canoe, a John boat, whatever,
Yeah.
you got to think like an animal. So what's an animal going to be doing? It's going to be coming down to water confluences. So
Yeah.
your creeks, your streams, like all your where those bodies of water are meeting, because that's what they're going to be following down off the slopes.
Right.
And then you're going to be looking at the landscape. You're going to be trying to understand, okay, what's the slope works in here? Is there good travel corridors? How bad is the blowdown?
Yeah.
You got to really kind of figure out what animals are moving where and how, just by looking at your maps, doing some e-scouting.
Yeah.
And you can look and you can find game trails just looking on your map. Like, there ain't goats and sheep beating an S pattern down across the trees.
Yeah.
like through these like prolific game trails. So you can see like that gives you a real good basis where to start. So if you like where this whole creek system comes down off this slope, and you know there might be protected ground around it here or there, and there's no way to get into that spot except for off the river or walking your butt across 5 or 6 kilometers of blow down cut blocks, slopes and everything.
That's the exciting part. It's like untouched. You know, there's no like
there
oil
is
patch road
absolutely
that you're
no
getting out
thing around here that is untouched.
Yeah.
There is.
Not with you.
I am a firm believer because I think I've got into places, and my wife tells me every year, she's like, "Stop it, Matthew," because I'll come home convinced I found it. I found the honey hole.
Yeah.
There is not a goddamn soul in the world that would be in here.
Yeah.
And I've met.
Scott comes walking.
Well, Steve was a nice man, and we sat there and shared cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd been hunting there for 45 years.
Wow.
No, I'm just bullshitting. I just made that up. But like,
But islands are interesting too, because I've camped on the islands with my canoe, and I've bumped big moose. Jeff, you're talking about moose. They'll hang out. Elk will hang out on those islands because they don't want the wolves, right? So it's a great place to sleep and rest. And so don't discount a little island in the middle of a river. There's often game on there.
That'd be a fun moose hunting season, Jeff. You just go up the river, stop at all the islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get Jordan's boat.
Yeah, take that boat out. It sounds like the same as Matthew's.
Yeah, it's got a bit smaller
Smaller engine, but we put a 25 horsepower
You just
on
can't shoot them in the water. That's law, right? And they will try to escape into the river.
I lost an elk actually one year. Sorry, I cut you off there. I lost, and they will run to water, and it was high. It was blown. The river Athabasca was blown out, and I filmed that whole thing too. And you can see I hit that thing frontal and buried the arrow right dead center in its chest, right to the fletching. And I tried to rush it, and because it was about 30 degrees, August.
Yeah.
And I jumped him, and that son of a whore ran right out and jumped the bank, tried to make it back to the other side of the river.
Oh, shit.
And it was gone. And I didn't have a boat at the time. This is probably a precursor, like the origin story of me having a goddamn boat.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I needed a boat for that scenario.
These guys on the river, I sat at the boat launch because I had guys fly drones, and it wasn't on this bench, and we tracked blood right to the water. I didn't physically see the bull go in the river, but it went in the river.
Yeah.
And sitting at the boat launch like a little kid being like, "Hey man, can you take your $60,000 toy and see if you can find my elk for me?
Yeah.
It might be here." And it could, they might not have seen it. It could have been jammed up under a log jam in the river and that. So, yeah. That's the way that cookie crumbles, man. Yeah. Archery elk hunting can be the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And I'm telling you, it's one of the most difficult things that I've done.
Well, I saw your video, I think it was early September, and you saw a nice bull, and you're like, he's on the other side of the river, and I'm here, and you had your bow, right?
Yeah, I had my bow sitting there looking at him, and he's splashing. He almost come across, and he saw the boat. And the one, everybody didn't see all the footage that I have, but he comes right out, walks down the river, splashing in the water, goes down splashing, comes out, gets chest deep. His neck, when I say, it's just about breaking his shoulders, and he's coming across the river, and I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
He's got the wind, the whole 9 yards. And he just didn't like the push of the current, and he turned up instead of just because that's about the deepest point it was going to be, and then he would have started coming up.
And did you call him, or you just bumped him?
I bumped the cows. There was a bunch of cows, and I'm like, oh man, there's got to be a bull there with them. So I flung the boat up around in an eddy current 100 yards, 150 yards upriver, and parked it and got out and let a bugle go, nothing special. I just and boom, he just come flying out of the tree line onto the bank, and he let a little chuckle go, and and he's lip balling. And you can see him across the river, and his lips are all turned out, and his mouth's open, and his head's back. And I'm like, holy Jesus! I wish I had a shoulder problem. I do. My shoulder's real sore. I think I need a crossbow.
I need a crossbow with a scope. Yeah.
God, man. But no, it was a young bull. I've shot lots of those. I've shot 4 of those bulls.
Yeah.
5x5, 5x4.
Yeah.
I'd really like to get a big mature. But it is what it is.
Okay, so let's play.
I'm maturing as a man, and I'm happy to shoot and tag an animal.
Right.
Yeah. So let's play the what if game. What if you get a big bruiser and you're by yourself? You got your boat. How are you getting it in? Now you got to quarter it because you're not pulling 600 pounds into your boat by yourself.
I'll just chop it up.
Chop it up. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, and then just do a few.
You always take a saw axe with you. What's your
sharp knife?
Boat propeller.
Really? Even for the elk, eh?
I'm smiling really hard at Scott. Yes. All you need to break down one elk is one sharp hip knife.
Yeah, I've done it, but it's a lot of work. But a little saw can help quite a bit.
Oh, no. Yeah, probably. No, it's just so easy with the sharp knife, man. You just pop the ribs, pop the quarters.
Yeah.
Pop the quarters off. You do your hind quarter, you do your front quarter, you do your neck meat on that side. You cape the whole side right off. You just skin the whole thing, lay the whole cape off to one side.
Yeah.
That you're not working on if you can.
Yeah.
Quarter off, go with it.
Yeah.
And the neck, you're to lop the head, you're going through the vertebrae there.
I'd go right up to up to the magic vertebrae, the number 1, and I pop it. I just get my knife in there, and you just go boop. I know I make it sound easy, but you do enough.
Yeah.
And you hit the magic vertebrae on his number 1, and you just come right around it, and his neck will come right off.
Yeah. I do like keeping the elk ribs, though, and that's
you'll
need the saw with that.
Yeah.
I know, and I've never actually been able. No. I've kept elk ribs, and they were great. I did the gutless method on my second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, because it sat overnight because we lost the bastard in the dark, and I'm like, we came back out, and we were 80 yards from it.
Are you keeping heart? Obviously, liver, kidney is more of a taste for some guys. Are you keeping liver, kidneys?
No, thank you, sir.
We always keep the liver. I don't eat it as much as I should. We got some old liver in the freezer right now too, but yeah.
You're hoping it's going to taste better with time?
Yeah. I remember, Jeff, when we got your first deer. Did we keep the heart from that one?
Yeah, we kept the heart, and then your mom, she made stovetop stuffing, stuffed the heart.
Yeah.
Because this is my first deer I've ever shot. I've only shot a few deer, so this is relatively recently. And George's mom baked it in the oven.
Nice.
And then sliced it.
Yeah.
And it's still, to this day, one of the tastiest things I have ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, heart's great. What was she stuffing it with?
Just stovetop
stuffing.
That's it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know. I mean, she's got a few magic things she throws in
You
there,
guys do
sure,
jalapenos and that.
Yeah.
I chunk it up, put it in the slow cooker.
Yeah.
Campbell's mushroom soup's always good. Put it on noodles. Really good.
Yeah.
I've also just sliced it up and just fried it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like the taste of heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and heart tastes the same on every critter. It doesn't matter if it's bear, turkey, chicken, deer. All heart tastes the same.
I have a T-shirt that says that, I think.
Oh.
Do you?
There's nothing better than a rough grouse heart deep fried.
Deep fried.
And then you have the little pile of deep fried nuggets, and you know one person's going to reach in and get that heart.
Yeah.
That's like winning the lottery.
For sure.
What is the deer like this year? Like a real fatty one? Because Scott, you guys got a couple too.
We've got 3 so far. They were good. The buck we got this past weekend, I was surprised how much fat was on there.
Because
you say we got, did your son got?
My son got, yeah.
That was a beauty, man. Wow,
it was a good, nice 5x5. I was very happy for him.
Right?
He got a new rifle. We had just sighted in his new scope, so that was fantastic. I was very happy for him. But yeah, often the bucks are so busy in the rut, they're mating, they're fighting, and so they have no fat on them at all. But this guy had quite a bit of fat on him still. Yeah. And a lot of our listeners won't appreciate this, or understand it, but bucks in their prime and bull elk, some of them die after the rut. They're so worn down.
Yeah.
Just from fighting and mating, it's really hard on their body.
It's a rough month.
And then they're heading straight into winter, and all the females have like 2 inches of fat to eat off of.
Yeah.
These males have got nothing left in the tank because they've given it all for the rut. So it's a hard life.
Yeah, my folks up by Spruce Grove, they live by a reserve, so they get some big bucks coming through.
Yeah.
And they put up trail cams. You can't hunt there, but they put up trail cams just to see them. They can see them up the back window, and you see this huge buck, double drop tines, and this is probably its last year of life, but it looks like it's going to live forever.
Yeah.
It sounds like a nuisance animal.
Yeah.
Private property.
That's what I say to Jeff, because they got an acre.
It's eating my hay bale I put out back. That damn thing.
Well, unfortunately, it's right on a reserve, so it's
But you're right, Jeff. Females will outlive males they do in the human species as well, but especially in the game species. Like a buck's done often, by age 7, 8, they're just so worn out, and a female can double that.
I'm going to hold my hand up like a kid. I got a real good one for you, Scott.
All right.
What is the proclivity? I know we could probably Google this. For white-tailed deer does, females, at an extreme age to develop antlers. Now, it does.
No way.
It does. What?
Yeah, they do.
No.
Really?
Yeah. That's why on your tags it says antlered or antlerless.
Doesn't say male, female.
Because you can get guys have shot these monster spikes.
Yeah.
Like you get a real bit, and sometimes they'll start growing them at a young age, and they never lose them. It's not a velvet thing, and they just start growing them, and they grow.
I've
and
never heard this.
It's like your Aunt Doreen has a mustache.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, Chris. That is it. Nails it. That is the funniest way that you could explain that. It's a hormone problem inside of the gene of the.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
no, it happens.
Now, is it that they start growing them when they're young, and when they finally get older, they're big enough, and nobody wants to shoot the little spikes, so this thing just grows? Or is it when they hit like 6, 7 years, 8 years of age, and they're getting really old, and they've cycled a few times, then they sprout these things?
That's a good question, and I don't know the definitive answer, so I'm going to make something up on the spot. I do think you're right that it's going to be an older doe. I don't think your young does are sprouting antlers, but I've seen some really weird growth. Like they can grow like a crown. Have you seen that?
Yes, my friend showed me a buck. Now, this was the whole thing because his antlers are wrapped around its head like an upside-down bra. Like, if a kid puts a bra on its head, and it's got the cups on the side of its... Well, its antlers were wrapped down around his face because he thought he shot a doe. And it wasn't until he got up there and he's like, what the hell? But he had its nuts ripped off. Now,
what does it identify as then in that scenario?
Well, see, it's antlered or antlerless, and it was really confusing. And the Fish and Wildlife officer was just like, he's like, because he's a farmer, right? And he doesn't want to screw around his neighbors. And he called Fish and Wildlife. He's like, what the hell? He's like, just put the tag on it.
Yeah.
What were you shooting?
Yeah. Doe or
doe?
buck? Okay,
He's
got
like, I
it.
was shooting
Good.
a doe. And, well, because the antlers were, honest to goodness, wrapped around the side of its face.
Yeah.
They had gone soft and like flopped on its head like somebody let the air out of its antlers.
That's a good officer. I like him.
Well, because you couldn't tell. You just couldn't
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
He's like, well, what were you shooting?
Common sense.
Yeah, and my friend took it upon himself to report it because he's like, well, this anomaly. The buck it's down in farmland country down south and had its nuts ripped off on barbed wire fence because that happens quite often. And when it was growing, it had its nuts ripped off and lost all its tea, and it just went
okay.
limp noodle scenario.
Damn. That's a rough life for that deer.
My son shot his first buck when he was a young man. 14, like legal age.
Yeah.
We got up to his buck, and I'm like, because I was like, man, it's got big bases, real heavy, mature bases, and then it's all cockeyed, and its bases go all weird and split into threes on each side, and then he's got long, pointy sticks on the bottoms, and I'm like,
wow.
what the fuck? We flipped the buck over to gut it, and it's got this huge scab down its brisket, and then its peckers there, but then half his nuts are blasted off on the bottom with this big black scab.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what in the fuck? And we're nowhere near pavement. And I'm like, wildfire. And the best I could think was that this buck was full out on the run from wolves or a cougar or something, and tried to gap, like come out of a cut line and tried to gap a gravel road. And fucking biffed it, and then drug his undercarriage on the road and drug everything, and it stunted his growth.
Yeah.
And then it continued growing once it started to heal.
You ever think about becoming a biologist? You got the gift for it, you know? Like, you talk to animals, you tell the stories, and then you can, like...
I could do just about anything.
Yeah, I think so, and I like that.
The other thing it could be, you talk about wolves. Wolves will go for gonads regularly when they take an animal down.
I've seen animals with the haunches and all of that sort of like chewed up and be off surviving.
Yeah.
This was such a distinctive burn. Like, it was just a black scab. I'm telling you, man, it was like he was going 60 miles an hour and then dropped his guts on pavement. And just road rashed his undercarriage.
So you had gravel in the hamburger. You're like, where'd this come from?
Yeah, like he just drug his dick in the dirt.
Yeah.
At mock Jesus.
Speaking of wolves, you've been out wolf hunting too.
Yep. Well, I haven't been wolf hunting so far. I've knocked some hide off of one. Well, drew a little bit of blood and blew fur fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. Well, he jumped in the air, and I got up there on that old logging access road, and there was just fur all over the road. And I'm like, but the way he was running, like I picked.
Do I gotta bleep that road out now too?
What? No, that was an old logging access road.
Okay,
there you go. Yeah.
But yeah, I picked him up to 250. And I could see a splash of red on his chest, and I let rip, and I knew I missed because a fir tree exploded over his head. Well, again, that's a 35 Wayland, so I was like, I hit knocked his tree over right above his head, and he got. And then I picked him up again about 400, and I let it rip again just for the sake of letting one go. But no, he was still moving all right, this one, and yeah, that kind of screwed my morning deer hunt up. But
yeah,
whatever. I harassed him.
Because, Scott, you were talking, you want to do a little wolf hunting to, like, add a hide?
And listen, I'm always use the animal to the best of your ability. Like, we've shot coyote, and we took the fur, and we ate the coyote. Like, that's sort of my...
Hold on.
Hold up.
You can't
You ate the coyote?
We ate the coyote.
Like the back straps?
Or
did you, grind the whole shit up?
Back straps and rump, man. That's always been, as a survival guy, I've eaten stuff way worse than coyote. I've eaten slugs and earthworms, so coyote was a treat.
I totally get it. And in a survival scenario, man, oh man, to say I ate a coyote.
You know
my
what?
father, my dad, oh my God, I'm channeling my inner father, and I have to resist myself from mocking and teasing, because I can be like, he'd be like, are you telling me that you chose to eat a coyote? Oh my God. No, that's cool. No, I've seen it, and I've thought about it, and we've joked about it, and guys have posed the question to me. And I thought, I haven't quite got drunk enough in the shed yet when I'm skinning my coyotes out and be like, I'm going to fry a chunk of that shit up with some butter.
I've eaten a lot worse. So I stir-fried it in the pan. Salt and pepper, and it tasted like pork. It wasn't that bad. Like I've eaten a lot worse. I ate a lynx a few weeks ago. The lynx was worse than the coyote, but the lynx wasn't that bad. Lynx was a bit like a sort of a skunky
Well,
swamp
oily.
rabbit.
I can see them being oily with that heavy coat.
Yeah.
Were they oily?
The coyote?
No, the lynx.
The lynx was more like turkey meat, like a sort of a brown meat. And you've eaten rabbit before, snowshoe hare. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very much like that, because as they say, you are what you eat. So if you're eating nothing but rabbits all day, you're going to taste like rabbit. So there was a bit of willow, swamp, rabbit taste in the meat. But it wasn't disgusting.
I pulled a pec muscle and I'm laughing too hard. Oh.
Yeah, no, I'll try everything. Like, again, I've been doing this since I was whatever.
Hands
walking.
down, best bush survival meal that I could possibly think of. And I know you're not going to have Mrs. Dash lemon pepper seasoning in the bush.
Yeah.
If you're smart, you do. Because
Or Tabasco.
red squirrel
Yeah.
fried in whatever type you want to use, beef tallow, you want to use whatever type of fat, oil you can, just a quick fry. And it's red meat. It's not like a chicken wing, but you can cook her through if you want. But
Well, I've eaten a lot of squirrel. Yeah.
red squirrel with lemon pepper, Mrs. Dash.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Top notch.
sober, drunk, didn't matter how you fry it. It is good. The guys in the States, but you can't harvest them here in Alberta and in Alberta and Canada because they're a
They're
fur-bearing
fur
animal
bearer
on
trapping license.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
What does that mean, fur bearing?
They're
Got fur,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
hair.
people are making them into fur coats. So
You
you
gotta
need a
save that for,
trapper's
yeah.
license to shoot squirrels.
I think you'd need 247 red squirrels to make a fur coat.
Well, exactly, but they do. But yeah, squirrel to me
Pretty.
always tastes a bit like pine, and this is going to sound silly, but they taste like hazelnuts, like they taste nutty because they're eating all these seeds and nuts, so they have that flavor in their meat. It's true. You are what you eat. It's the same. I've never had a bad black bear, but I've talked to guys who've shot them where they're eating nothing but rotten fish, and they taste like rotten fish.
Right.
My bears have all tasted amazing, but they're eating clovers and
Blueberries,
dandelions. You know, it's a different.
The
different
two bears
situation.
that I've taken for consumption, I took one for predatory reasons on a ranch. I was contacted and I kind of teased the fellow. I'm like, well, don't you have a rifle? Go shoot the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But no, he wanted this older couple on Old Entrance Ranch. They had the old gentleman just recently passed away, I think. Horses and cattle and all that sort of stuff, and they had a dog went missing, and they assumed that a bear, because they went looking for this dog, and then they found this big black bear at the back of the property, and it looked like it was hunched over on top of something, this black object. So they assumed this old dog went out and black bear got it. So I came in and I stopped and I got some castor scent because I figured I'd put some scent out for the bear and get that in the air. Mm-hmm. And stopped at McDonald's and got a couple McDoubles and my coffee and threw my McDoubles in my backpack, and I went for a walk, got out to the ranch, met the property owners, and got them to tell me where this was. And they actually had horses, and the problem was they had livestock kill, winter kill, that didn't get cleaned up for the coyotes and birds and stuff. Didn't clean these animals up, so there was still stuff around. So of course there'd be bears around. Yeah, but it was never a problem until this dog went missing. So I got out there and I check everything out, and I go down and I find this black piece of big black piece of plastic on the tracks, and I'm like, oh, it's not the bear was just laying on top of this thing eating axle grease, like railway axle grease off this black piece of plastic.
Wow.
So I'm like, well, it's not your bear. Like I said, it's not your dog. So, and I went looking, didn't find it. And they're like, well, can you think you can get the bear off of here? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I climbed up on top of this ridge line, and the railway tracks are right close by. and you could hear the railway tracks when a train was coming clicking. But I was hearing this noise, and it sounds like a house cat at the window when there's like a fly or there's a bird outside and it's going.
Yeah.
I started catching this. Well, I was sitting up. Sorry, I back up a minute. I was sitting on this ridge line overlooking the backside of this ranch property.
Yeah.
Just screaming my face off with a rabbit call. Like it's called a pelt master, Quaker Boy pelt master.
What's that sound like?
Dying rabbit.
Just
Sounds like a baby wailing. Yeah.
I don't want to make the sound. It's a god awful.
Yeah.
But it's just a screaming rabbit, and it's one of the better calls that you can't blank out. Like you can just scream into it.
Yeah.
So I'm just booming this sound out over top of this valley.
Yeah.
And then I hold up, and I'm picking up this clacking sound, and it's not the railway, and it's not the tracks going. And I notice that every time I turn my head and I'm looking up, now I'm hearing it above me. So I turn my head up and I look, and I hear it from down below. So I turn and look, and it stops from down below. And now I'm hearing it from up above, and it's getting closer. Slowly getting closer. But the one down below is like 100, like it's cold. Like you can hear stuff from a long ways away.
Yeah.
It's like 100 yards. It's 90 yards. It's 80 yards. It's in the tree line just on the other side of me.
Yeah.
And now I can hear it coming up above me. And
Are you real spooked at this point then?
well,
You're like,
my spidey senses are on high alert.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand that there's animals moving around me, and I know that there's a bear in the area.
yeah.
So these chirping sounds, it's obviously to me it's two cougars, and there's one cougar down below me, and what she's doing is sending up a beacon call, telling the one on the ridge line
Yeah.
when to go, when to stop, because the one down below can see me. And when I turned my head like this and I looked down at it, and she'd stopped calling, but I couldn't spot her. Like, and I was looking through my scope, and I just couldn't pick this cat up. So this one above me gets to about the 60-yard mark, straight south, like right above my head, about 60 yards. And then all of a sudden I hear a twig break at about 10 yards from me.
Oh, jeez.
On the trail I walked up in on, because I walked up this slope to sit on this rock escarpment so I could watch over the valley. And so I spin on my seat, or on my little cushion, and I turn around, and at about 10, 12 yards, there's this black bear sitting crouched underneath of a fir tree with his paws up next to his eyes. All I could see on that black bear was his eyes and his nose, because he had his head crouched underneath of that fir tree. And I pulled the 300 Win Mag up, and and he picked his head up just a couple inches, and I could see the crescent V.
Yeah.
He had this big blaze V,
Like a white
V
patch. Nice.
on his chest.
From 12 yards away?
Well, yeah, it'd be like your garage door, dude.
Yeah.
He was underneath the
Oh,
fir
my
tree
God.
right here. Like, and he's crouched underneath of it.
Yeah.
And I just pulled up with the scope, and I put the crosshair on white.
Yeah.
And just let it eat.
Wow.
And he, Sonic the Hedgehog, I punched him like from center plate to asshole, like right through and through almost. But the bullet slug wound up in his hip.
Yeah.
But it blew his lungs and hearts up. He was dead running. So he balls up, and then he runs about 20 yards, and think now I'm on a rock escarpment looking over this valley.
Yeah.
And this bear doesn't forgets where he's at for a second, and just runs right beside me off the rock escarpment and got airborne. Like,
Wow.
He went, I don't know how to measure this. He shot off the rock escarpment 15 yards, and then like cannonballed Sonic the Hedgehog. He hit and then rolled down into the bottom. That was pretty good. That was like a 300-pound boar, spring boar.
Yeah. Man.
You're gonna have to cut all my yammering out of this.
No, that's a wild story.
I want to get back to wolves before we move on. So you do a lot of predator calling for wolves, or are you mostly bumping them when you're going for deer and elk, or both?
I'm very deliberate for wolves when I'm going out for wolves. I've been very successful bumping them, cutting a fresh track and going.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. No, I was waiting for you. Just jumping them, spotting them. The thing about spotting them and understand what they're doing, if you're spotting a wolf, like if it spots you, the hunt's over. Like it's none. So, but if you're coming down right away, like just 2 days ago, I had to come in and get Kate from the sitter, man. That was a lucky wolf. I had the wind, I had the location.
Yeah.
This thing looked like it weighed 160 pounds, just a monster, like an actual werewolf in the Alberta forests. Like huge wolf, huge, brindle colored, white base, brown and black flare throughout the head, black head.
They're pretty majestic.
Oh, it's an absolutely amazing creature. He's eating good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sat there and watched him, and then I raced across the countryside, and I ended up finding a trapper's setup, or not a trapper's camp, outfitter's setup.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you guys are like, I wanted to just park my truck and go right in.
Yeah.
But there was a fresh set of 4-wheeler tracks going in that direction, and I'm like, well, they're in there rattling or something, causing. That's why this wolf is going in that direction. But I saw him when I stopped the truck from 2 kilometers out to grab my binoculars and look at, because I was like, I knew that was an animal on the snow walking.
Yeah.
And by the time the sound hit that wolf, because I was already stopped, like, and then the sound hit it, right? So I've got my binoculars out. I watched the sound of my truck hit that wolf.
Yeah.
And he turned around broadside and looked up the hill.
Yeah.
And he might have seen a speck of blue or...
Yeah.
But, man... And then he turned, and then he just slowly kept walking, and then I took off like hell on wheels down this hill and around. Found an access point to a very cool spot.
Yeah.
But that's part of the adventures I go on. I'm trying to... Every time I'm going out... I have X's on my map, and I have.
Yeah, you got to lend me your iHunter app for a bit. And,
I could, if I ever leave this province, I could sell that thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
You got to put it in your will to your kids.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lifetime. Like that's the most. If you could have a novel, I don't have a novel. I don't have a journal. My iHunter account is as close to a novel that you could account for Matthew Ritchie.
On your iHunter, are you taking like pictures too, and like pictures and take? Yeah. I started doing that too,
this
and
rub,
it's like
that rub, this scrape, that scrape.
I love it.
Oh yeah,
George, I don't think I ever finished saying why I want the wolf. I don't want it to eat it. I would eat it, but again, the hide. I do a lot of lean-to camping by fires, even right through the winter.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing better than sleeping under animal hides by a long fire.
Yeah.
Man, that'll take you back to your roots, dude.
The wolf hides are actually so incredibly interesting in a scientific point too. That wolf hide doesn't freeze. It's a very, very important.
Hydrophobic is what it's
They're
called.
hydrophobic, and you could soak it, get them wringing wet, shake it out, and freeze it to -40.
Yeah.
And the hair bristles won't break.
Wow.
Yeah, so on your parka, that little ring around your parka hood, you want wolf or wolverine, and if you breathe, it won't frost up.
Is that better than the coyote? Because usually they're coyote.
Coyote they'll do it as well. Yeah.
Hydrophobic. There you go. Add that to your bingo card next time the word hydrophobic comes up.
Hydrophobic. Yeah.
Get yourself a stamp for it.
I bought a jacket last year that had a fake fur. I was thinking about getting your friend, the taxidermist that was been on the podcast.
Yeah, Alexis.
So custom make a fur one.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Like that's a cool addition. I mean, you gotta hunt one down.
Yeah.
What, a coyote?
No. Well, I would like a wolf or a wolverine or a fur.
Yeah, like hunt down. Like let's say you hunt down a coyote and then make it into your.
When do you want to go shoot one?
Yeah.
I got all the cool
Jeff brought
gadgets.
3 guns here. What guns did you bring for the
I
trip?
brought my over under 20 gauge.
Yeah.
For grouse hunting.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
It's been a good grouse year so far.
Well, yeah, I've had some grouse lulls, so hopefully correct that this weekend. And then I have a T-Bolt 22.
Yeah.
Which was was my first real gun that I got when I started hunting just for grouse. It's really fun. And then I 308.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's a T-Bolt 22?
So it's Browning T-Bolt. So it's basically
Well,
bolt.
that's what I was wondering. Is Browning X? I'm like X-Bolt.
No, yes. So the 22s are T-bolts. So instead of like the X-Bolt, which like when you rack the bolt, it goes up and back. This just goes back and forth.
Like a cooey. Remember the old cooeys? I'm the old guy in the room here.
The straight drawback, there's, I only had the old Army 22 cooey, the trainers. My dad's good friend Alva Cole, he had 2 of the trainers for me to use. He gave to me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I shot, yeah.
Yeah. Now, before we move off of hunting, we'll want to segue to gold panning because we had you here last time, and I actually bought some gold pans after you came, and I got the little vials and the little, what's that little eyedropper? I got kitted out.
Scott was flying down the McLeod.
I was flying down the McLeod, like literally on whitewater. I spent more time bailing out canoes than I was gold panning. But it was a good time. It was a good time. So my question is, do you have your wife's earrings yet?
Oh, yeah. You're trying to get the gold. Yeah.
No, I'm about 0.3 grams of 0.3 grams more than I had the last time. No, I didn't actually.
Did you do much this summer?
Not much, actually. I overestimate my ability and time overall in the scheme of the world. No, I just.
It's tough.
It's tough with Kate, but now, man, she's getting more mobile and she's getting out. Like she got out with me this year. We did get out, and I do have a good sample of soil, and I should be able to pull out like a half a gram out of it. I have 2 more 5-gallon pails, or like when I run my shakers, I only take about a third of a 5-gallon pail because it's so friggin' heavy. Because I'm pulling, it's all black sands and ironstones, and it's really 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 heavy.
Yeah.
But I was running the gold cube, and I did get a bit this year, and I sent about, I don't know, half a gram, 3/4 of a gram to my father back in New Brunswick. And in a vial, looking at flour gold, a half a gram of flour gold looks like nothing.
Yeah.
Like you got to hold it up in the light and shake it around and be like, "Oh, cool." Because I'm telling my dad about this, and Dad's like, "Oh, I couldn't hardly see it, Matty. I didn't. I think I saw something.
Yeah. It was a little shiny.
Yeah. Very cool. Maybe you could get a little more for me next time so I could see it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Thanks, Dad."
Well, when you brought that vial on the podcast when we did the gold panning one, like
It was about the same as that. That's like a 0.3 or 0.2.
that was magical. I mean, that gave Scott the
I
fire.
was excited.
Yeah.
I got the gold fever after seeing that.
Yeah, that was. But that one was. I think. Yeah, that was like an afternoon of pushing boulders over and finding.
Yeah.
Well, finding your streaks, and it's important to understand the flow of the river, of what it did this year, what it did last year, what it's been predominantly doing the last 20, 30 years.
So what I was going to ask you when I was panning, is it better low water or high water? I would assume low water's better, but maybe I'm wrong.
So flour gold, placer gold moves every year. You're not looking for a pay streak because there is no pay streak. Your pay streak in placer gold is finding a negative space, a predominant negative space on a bend on the river on the medium to high mark. But you think you're not, the flour gold's not falling out right when it's high. It's going to be down on the inside of that flow.
Right.
So you're going to medium, like think of the river where it's high mark, where it's low, that middle ground to the high ground, but not up on the river edge bank. I'm usually down about 20 feet.
So if you could pan for gold in any month, which is the best month? Because low water is going to be sort of your May until the the floodwater comes. June, July, it's ripping to the banks, and then September, October, it's down again. So what would you recommend?
December, though, you get right in the middle of the
Well,
road.
you got
It
snow.
freezes up. I tried going a few times. There's a spot, Scott, and I'll show you right where to go if you're this excited about it.
I'm excited,
I'll
man.
give you the pin.
I heard hunting season is the best time to go. So you guys go pan and gold. And,
It really depends what you. So the way I don't know, yeah, that medium access point where you're getting the larger gravel that's building and accumulating up like a gravel bar. Try like if you can find a gravel bar that's not a gravel bar in the river, I call them a flagstone. If it doesn't make sense, but a flagstone is a big flat piece of slate or marble or granite or whatever that's kicked up on the river and it's on an edge. Mm-hmm. And you have what's called a drop-off point in your negative space. If you can find those in the big boulder areas, and when you're looking in the bigger boulders, in behind those big boulders, if you're finding black sand deposits, in those big boulder areas, it's really heavy.
Yeah, something's
Gold is very heavy, and it wants to drop out of solution, or out of suspension. I should say, not solution, but it wants to drop because it's heavy. So yeah, I find I'm down in those 2-3 foot boulders, 2 to 3 feet up, and I've got a good conglomerate of different materials. I'm not up on the banks with the fine silt, fine gravel. I'm staying out of the pit or pea wash, like the little tiny stuff. I'm not in that, and I'm not up in the sands, up on the river benches, unless you can get into. If you can find a gray clay layer that's getting close to that's deteriorating bedrock. That's something to work, but it's a lot of work to break up that gray clay, and you could be breaking that stuff up all day. The other thing to work is your river moss on the rocks.
Yeah, you were talking about this river moss. I remember
that's a guarantee.
As I was flying
at
Mach 3 down the river, I was looking for this river moss, but
there's some moss. Slow down.
There's some moss, and there it's gone. But so what's the deal with the river moss?
Same thing. Look at your river bend. Find a sharp 90 on the river. Go downriver. Now think, it's not nuggets, it's not heavy stuff. It's not going to drop out right away. It's going to come in, it's going to hit that bank, and it's going to roll and boil and drop downriver 150, 200 yards, 300 yards, and then it's going to filter out and drop out of solution, or drop out of, I said it, forgot the word again. These beers are starting to kick in. But with the river moss, that's your high water mark.
Yeah.
So your stones, your cobblestones that are just down off the river benches, sitting on that open gravel bench just down off the river bench, and you'll find your stones. Like you'll even see them falling out of the riverbank, and those stones will have thick moss on it. That moss acts just like a filter for the river, and anything heavy that wants to drop out of it will pick that up. And what you do with that moss is you just rip it off the rock, put it in your bucket, and have your anti-friction gloves on, and you just scrub it, and you just scrub that material up in the bucket, and then you shake the moss and the roots and stuff up, and you throw it out, and then you'll have probably 35 little sparklies in your pan.
I've never thought of this before, but as you're explaining this, I'm like, you could be continually going to the same spot in the river regularly.
Yes,
and
that's
it's always
placer.
like, this is my favorite spot. And
depending on floods, and if you really
just keeps flowing in.
Yep.
Yeah, you come back next year. And it's like, hey,
nobody's ever
here.
found the true origin of the McLeod. Like you go up to it's Cardinal Divide.
Right.
the gold is flowing out of the Cardinal Divide.
Yeah.
From underground. There is a seam.
Yeah.
There's a gold seam there.
It's just probably
Most
too
of it
deep.
goes the other side. It goes to Fraser. Like everything going, like those
usually it goes west, yeah.
British Columbia people, they get all the good stuff.
But
They
we
got all
talked
the
about
golds
this last
and
time.
gems. God.
White Court, some guy found a nugget the size of a pea, which for Alberta is pretty damn good, and that was coming
A
in from the
pea-sized
McLeod.
nugget that's substantial.
That makes some nice earrings.
That's earrings right there, dude.
How many grams is that, do you think?
A pea-size, 4 or 5 grams.
45 grams.
4 or 5 grams.
Easy misconception there, George. How many grams do you need to make a set of earrings?
Matthew's making, like he's...
I spoke to a gentleman from Edmonton.
Yeah.
He worked for the Tiffany's company. He was the master jewelers at Tiffany on New York. What's the street in New York?
Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
Fifth Ave, yeah.
He was the Tiffany's head jeweler. He's runs his own business in Edmonton now. And I had an audacious plan of having an ounce. But because I was going to do all these trips to the North Saskatchewan River where I could potentially recover 2 to 3 grams a day.
Lots of gold in there.
And for earrings and anniversary ring, I only needed 14 grams.
Yeah.
And he's like, that would be more than excessive.
And have you ever panned more than 14 grams in your entire life?
Yeah, what are you at now? Any idea what your
1.4 grams?
Yeah. So
There you
Matthew
go.
But
came
I'm
on.
not
We did
going
an
hard. I'm
episode on
just
gold
like-
panning, and Matthew brought in a vial, and it had like you can see it in there, but it's
fly poop.
yeah.
You guys ever been up to Dawson City?
Yeah.
If I was put in an area where there was actual gold, you wouldn't pull me out of the mountains, man. I'd actually find it.
Yeah.
Like, because if I can find this stuff, let me loose in an area. I had a veteran, so I did work with a veterans organization for a few years, and I got to meet a lot of interesting characters. And there was one individual that he actually went to the Yukon, and he was working. He had a job that he was doing, but it didn't pay him very much. But it was more for the experience of being up there. And on his spare time, he was gold panning the entire time. Just the entire time, he was shoveling dirt, gold panning, doing all this. And he came out with some atrocious amount of gold.
I love Matthew's vocabulary, man. You got some great words. I love it.
But like for doing gold panning, and the guy said he got he said 3.4 ounces? No, sorry. 10 ounces in a year.
10 ounces. Wow.
No, that sounds too crazy.
Sounds heavy.
What did he come home with?
That's a heck of a lot of
Anyways,
your.
sorry,
earnings.
it was 10 grand. He 3.5 ounces.
Okay.
10
Yeah.
grand at the time. So that actually maths up.
Yeah.
So he went up there for the year, did his little piddly job. He was line marking or something, right away marking.
Yeah.
And he was gold panning the entire time. And he paid for everything. He's like, yeah, it was good. I paid for my year.
Do you feel like you were born in the wrong century?
Me?
Like, yeah. Like if you were born 100 years ago or early, like 200 years.
Voyageur.
Yeah. Like you're going up, you're following the gold rush, like you're exploring these new lands.
Remember
It just feels like technology is wasted. Like
Swatting grizzly bears and shooting mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not-
your element.
I'm not sure. I have a lot of fun doing stuff.
Yeah.
You probably also have a lot of fun having modern medicine like Tylenol.
Well, I was just thinking to myself, because honestly, when you guys are saying that, I'm like, I would have died so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
I'd have been the poor warrior
eye hunter.
with a tore out shoulder because he decided to jump off of something and be like, well,
It seemed like
Matty
a good idea at the time.
didn't. Yeah, Matty no jump.
So I have one leg, and I have
have one leg?
a prosthetic leg. Yeah, you didn't
Really?
know? Yeah, exactly.
For
you can't
real?
tell.
For you, I didn't know.
But I was born like that. But anyway, I was taking ski lessons when I was a kid, and the ski instructor looked over at me and she's like, "You were definitely born in the right century."
Yeah.
Jeff, you
you're
got to
born
roll
100
up your gene now. So
I'll show him. But you're born 100 years earlier.
Wow, that's great.
That was rude as fuck for her to say that.
No, what? No.
What?
No, she said he was
I was
born in the right
century.
century. Not
Because
the
I was
wrong
born
century.
100 years ago.
Yeah.
I was born in Spartan times. Like it kicked off the cliff.
Yeah, that's the way I took
or
it.
you would have been a pirate
be
peg
like,
leg.
oh,
and-
you're lucky
Yeah.
that we have this stuff. That's
Yeah.
the way I took it. No, I'm so happy you took. That's a positive attitude to have because I went on the defensive for you immediately. I was about to fight that ski
Yeah,
instructor.
he
Well, no,
wants a
she
phone
was-
number for.
Yeah, no, I'm like inappropriate, lady.
She was a volunteer ski instructor for people with disabilities. So she's
Well,
like, you can't
as-
give her that. She's
As
a
the
good
Southern
person.
Americaners would say, God bless her.
No, if I hadn't been born in
no,
this
they
century,
say God. What do those ladies say?
let's go with God bless her.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, the Southern
right.
Dixie lady. Yeah. Well, bless you, dear.
If I'm not born in this century, I don't want to go back 100 years. I want to go back 5,000 years.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
fucking right, man.
Right?
I had
Are mammoths
I gotta
around
watch my
5,000
leg.
years
I
ago?
had
Not
no idea.
10,000 years.
That's
mammoths
awesome.
Disappeared. Yeah. No, but I would have died. Well, even now, I almost died.
You died
What?
this summer.
I got a
almost.
crazy-
Almost died so many times, but
Scott dies. I got a crazy one about a bow hunter shooting a bow with his feet, and because he had prosthetic hands, and he learned to shoot. I met him. Okay, we're gonna talk about that.
I know
in a
who you're
minute.
talking about too. I know. I've met crazy people with the legs that can do all sorts of things.
But here's the deal: have any of you had appendicitis and had your appendix removed? Because
I still got mine.
you would have died. So I had my appendix out at age 20. That would have been game over in even a century or two ago. And even toothache. How many guys died of bad teeth?
Oh, you go septic. Like your jaw gets infected.
Totally.
Your brain gets
You're done,
infected.
man.
You're done.
Yeah.
The Seth, not
but you're
not Seth Green. The guy's from Family Guy. He nails
Seth
it.
MacFarlane.
Nails it with that was a comedy that's like 10 years ago now. A Million Ways to Die in the
Oh, yeah,
West.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
nails it. There's
movie.
sepsis. There's any like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
I
was
love that
it was a
one.
rough life for sure, but still better than sitting at your desk staring at a computer.
I appreciate you guys thinking of me as an Wild West soul.
Voyager.
well, you do have a pretty sick mustache.
Yeah,
So I
Is it getting better? I knocked her back a touch.
you're
mustache?
doing the Magnum PI there, dude. Like, yeah, that's looking.
You
good.
laughed when I said I knocked it back a touch.
Yeah, the Tom Selleck. He's got the Tom Selleck.
Tom
going on there.
Selleck was my hero. I had two heroes in my life. One got me to join the army, and one got me to be a sharpshooter.
Quigley Down Under.
Nailed it. It was sharps.
And if you haven't watched the movie and you're listening, what the hell are you doing? Get it on Netflix. Get it up.
What movie is it?
Quigley Down Under.
Haven't seen
Quigley
it.
Oh my lord!
What are you
What?
doing, George?
That's a good. You have.
it a new movie?
No. What? No. It is a Sunday afternoon. Sit down and
Yeah.
get nostalgic.
We're kind of on Paw
It's
Patrol
Christmas
right now, though. I don't.
It's no, legitimately, it's a. You got to watch this movie. It
Quigley
is
Down
Tom
Under.
Quigley
Selleck. It
Down
is
Under.
called Quigley Down Under.
All right,
It's
I'm
by
gonna write it down.
a character
Sharpshooter.
called Matthew Quigley,
Yeah.
and he runs. What is it? It's
He's in Australia.
well, he's in Australia. So what he is a sharpshooter. He gets hired off of a
Are you
newspaper.
spoiling this for me already?
No spoilers. But anyway, he does some amazing shooting in there with iron sights, peep sights. You got to
Yeah.
watch it. The other one, Jeremiah Johnson.
classic.
Classic. Every bushcrafter's favorite movie. Have you watched that, George?
I literally.
George.
I haven't watched the movie in 10 years,
Oh,
probably.
Jeremiah Johnson. You got to watch it.
Jeremiah
So good.
Johnson.
So
Scott,
Jeremiah Johnson's about a city guy. He goes up into the mountains. He wants to be a trapper, wants to be a mountain man, blah, 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 goes up. He damn near dies.
Yeah.
Runs into an old trapper gentleman.
Yeah.
Which is one of the funniest is probably the funniest character in the movie.
Yeah.
And takes the young gaffer under his wing, meets him. He's half starved, half froze. Runs, and he actually found a man frozen in the mountains. And anyways, the guy says, "Oh, can you skin animals? Can you skin Grizz, son?" It's a real funny clip. It's on Instagram. And he says, "I can skin anything walking or crawling, pretty much." And he says, "All right, you go in the cabin, get yourself a bite to eat, and I'll be with you soon enough."
Yeah.
And the old gaffer comes laughing and running with his great big beaver tail snowshoes on, runs down through the meadow, and he's got a 800-pound grizzly bear up his butt. And he comes running straight into the cabin, and he says, "You can skin Grizz. Skin that, pilgrim." And he runs right through the middle of the cabin, right out the back window, and dives out the back window and leaves. And the grizzly runs into the cabin with Jeremiah Johnson.
Is this CGI?
No.
That was
This
a real
is Robert
trained Disney
Redford.
grizzly
Robert
bear.
Redford, who passed away this year.
R.I.P. Robert Redford.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely
Jeremiah
worth watching.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Fantastic.
But Scott, though, speaking of, you were just talking about how you'd eat anything. Did you ever watch the Australian show Bush Tucker Man?
Yes, I did.
All right.
What's he eating?
My kind of guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. He had a better hat than you, though. Much better hat.
What's he got for a hat? What's
You haven't seen my hats.
Do you have a Bush Tucker Man hat?
I got all sorts of hats, man. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've eaten earthworms, slugs, snails, grasshoppers, bees, wasps, mice, squirrels, coyotes, lynx, mountain lion, you name it. Yeah.
Anything
Eating
you
some
regret,
awful beaver, too.
regret eating?
What was that, Jeff?
Anything you regret eating?
Yeah, the worst was earthworms are still the worst.
Earthworms are.
Earthworms and slugs are probably the worst.
wash
Frog
them off
eggs are
first?
pretty bad too.
Or is it the taste?
They taste exactly like you'd expect them to taste. Yeah, yeah, they're nasty. Yeah, they are nasty. Yeah, but Jeff, I want to say thanks for bringing in the Bowmore. I know we've talked about Scotch. This is he brought in a sherry cask 12-year-old Bowmore, and I've had Bowmore's one of my favorite, but the sherry cask is new.
Yeah.
You said it's like in the last year?
They just released them last year. They released the 12, 15, 18, 21.
Yeah.
Like the 21 is $700. Like,
But
this is like it's a little bit more expensive than regular Bowmore.
yeah.
But it's going to be a staple. They say like they'll always have it.
Oh, yeah.
They're just waiting, and it's just aged, and the sherry cask has a little more sweetness to it.
Yeah.
I'm a Bowmore fan.
Me
We
too.
finished the bottle. I mean, it wasn't quite a full bottle, but
It was not
emptiness.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
No, it was only a quarter full. But so when I started drinking Scotch, it was Bowmore 12. My dad, who used to smoke a pipe, told me when I was a kid, he's like a glass of Scotch should taste like you're taking a puff of your pipe.
There you go.
And so the first Scotch I drank was peated. It's Bowmore 12. Bowmore is a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
And you were
'cause-
smoking a pipe tonight.
And
Yeah,
having a pipe,
the whole
which is
time.
the first time.
Yeah.
I think it might be the first time I've ever had a pipe.
Really? But you've been going strong on that thing for the last hour, so I'm impressed. So Jeff's
I'm
been
buzzing a little bit over here.
Jeff is smoking my very special briar pipe from the Ukraine with homegrown tobacco. He's been going for an hour on that thing, but hasn't passed out, so I'm very impressed. But it does pair very well with Scotch. A pipe definitely needs some whiskey, Scotch, or rum to make it work. And you're onto the magic there, Jeff.
Jeff, you're a professional.
How she goes. I've been very.
Your dad was onto something,
He
man.
was onto something. Yeah, it's.
We do have a couple would you rathers for the episode too. We should dig into.
I got some
do
too,
it.
bud.
Yeah, so these are like I came up with two, but these are like. What do you need now, Scott?
I
There's a
don't
lot
need,
of like.
I don't need nothing, but our good friend Matt here is thirsty.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We okay. So would you rather's?
Okay.
These are a little deep. So think about them for a second.
Yeah, let's go deep.
This one is. I wrote this down last night. dreamt about it all night. trying to figure out the right answer for it. But okay, so you're only able. So this is it. Would you rather you're only able to hunt deer, no other game, or you're only able to hunt other game but no deer?
Other game but no deer.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Easy, too easy.
Oh, wow. You because you mean you got all game, you got waterfowl.
Yeah, but think
elk,
about like it's still you still following regulations too. Like you're.
Oh yeah, no, drop deer like a heartbeat.
Really?
Oh man. Well, because you got you got elk, you got moose, you got bear, you got waterfowl, you got partridge, you got
Grouse. You have a grouse. Yeah. Grouse is the only game you need to hunt. I feel if that would you rather be able to hunt grouse or all other game?
Wow.
That would be the challenge.
Wow.
Yeah, you got everything.
Huh.
Except for deer.
Man,
Okay,
I thought this was gonna be tougher.
No, why?
Moose, elk.
I love these because you actually get me thinking about stuff real quick. And
I'm
like,
actually going the other way, man.
Really?
I'm going deer only.
Only deer.
well,
there you go.
The majestic elk bugle of the September woods. Oh,
I know
you're contrary.
It
You're
would
just
be
being
painful,
contrary.
but here's the deal. Here's the deal, Matt. I raised a family of 8 on deer almost exclusively. Like deer and me are connected.
I totally get it.
I cannot imagine a fall without deer hunting. Like deer has been the staple diet of my family.
It is. I grew up on it too.
Yeah.
And
I love
outfitting lodges.
If you could
I grew
never
up
shoot
around.
another
Matthew's about to
whitetail
change
buck
his
in your
mind now.
life, like think about that at 3 a.m. Yeah, that's gonna
I get
hurt.
over it real quick.
Yeah.
I
There
get
are
over
a few other options out there for sure. Yeah.
But I mean, like, if we're talking about but that's everything. There's so much more option in my life and diversity.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like wolf hunting, cougar hunting, coyote hunting, rabbit hunting.
Is there something on your bucket list right now you're hunting? You want to talk about the Africa trip?
I want to successfully cry after a harvest by myself in the middle of the woods. I want to have a moment to myself where I shed a tear and say, I did it. I'm happy.
That's what I love about...
Was that too deep?
No. That's what I love about the next chapter is like when you shot that deer too.
Oh, yeah.
Like you show the videos like my hands are shaking right now. It's like people don't show that kind of emotion and like...
Yeah, you captured
it's
it
like,
right there.
yeah, it's good. It's like, that's how I feel. It's like you shot when you're like, oh shit, like, did I get it? And then just like the video of you walking through, it's like, there's some blood there. Oh yeah. And then you see it on the road. It's like, there's my buck right there. Like that. I mean, that's powerful. That's like, it's in the moment. It's emotion, and it's exciting. I love that.
Well, being able
the
to
next chapter on Facebook, follow it along. It's good.
Thanks. And being in the moment and trying to. It's not, and I don't ever get the kill shots. I got a real cool one with the high speed like TV quality camera last year with the coyote.
Yeah,
I put one through one's ear on high definition, like or whatever 8K.
Yeah,
you can see the 22-250 bullet flying through the air and fucking hit it in the air. Oh, wow! I gotta watch my mouth. There's gonna be bleep.
Well, this episode, it's off the rails already.
Yeah, so. And then I dropped the one and then got the one. Chris is like, oh, you missed it by a mile. But he saw the ricochet splash. And I'm like, I missed that by a millimeter. He's like, no way. And he's like, how did you miss it? And in that moment of flight, when it was running away, you can see that bullet. Well, because we had our white cam tent, spinner, Fox Pro, and all that.
Yeah.
Fancy stat up.
Wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think,
Jeff, what's the answer to that question though?
For me,
yeah.
I'm a grouse hunter through and through. Like that's my that's what I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
And
Jeff came out here to go grouse hunting, and we're gonna try to get a deer at the same time.
Yeah. I felt the same way the first time I shot a grouse. It's traumatizing. The first time, and like you have to understand, I'm 42 years old.
Yeah.
I was 30.
You're
the first
40?
time I shot any son. Yeah. I know.
Did you diet?
What? No.
Come on now. Don't. Come on now. Don't lie.
You should see my daddy's 80 and he looks like he's 65.
Really?
It's genetics.
What I mean by that is the man still has a lot of brown. It's all brown.
It's all brown.
Jeff doesn't have any kids or anything though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's.
fuck.
I just
That
started going
nailed
gray
it.
here last
Dude, look
year.
at
And
this.
I'm like, yeah,
Like,
I'm on the same. I'm like going gray
you're
already.
getting there.
My
You're
my
getting there.
sideburns
Like,
are going gray.
I swear, I'm wearing a white sweater and
Yeah.
my hair matches.
Your camo's
I have a
getting
white
better.
camo. My white camo is on fucking point. You imagine if I grew this bush out,
Yeah.
just the white and the black mixed together.
It's
God
natural
bless-
selection, right
My
there. man.
mother, God bless my mother, she's 76 years old, still working full time at her business, heel and toe foot care. She does like the corns and calluses
Yeah.
and stuff. She has the most beautiful hair on this God's green earth for she has like the. I teased her one time. I said, "Mom, you got like 50 shades of gray in your hair," but for real.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, Matthew, don't say that." I still laughed.
Back to the grouse though. I got bad news, boys. You know this. When the snow flies, the grouse are not on the roads no more. So you
Jeff
guys,
and I.
I would disagree with you. I listen. I think that 1.5 million times more about everything that I do, and I do want you to one day teach me how to do a bow fire.
oh,
That's on my
love
bucket
to,
list.
love to.
Anyway, but be it George over the last 10 years, our most successful days are when the snow flies.
We would drive from Edmonton. Like this is when I was living in Edmonton. We would drive from Edmonton like freaking December 28th, minus 30, driving down these back roads in a Dodge Caravan. And man, there'd be grouse all over the place.
Okay, was there still gravel on the road though? Because
No.
they're on the road because they're eating
plowed.
gravel for gizzards,
it's
right?
plowed.
You know that.
So they plowed the roads, right? Because
Okay.
So I would drive from Edmonton.
So Scott, it's the first night the snow is just starting to fly, so they're coming down to get their feed and
No.
stuff. For
This
it,
is
that
when
they
there's
get-
8 feet of snow on the snowbank.
Oh.
My favorite grouse shot, there was a grouse in the top of a tree, and I had my 22.
So
I
these
shot
are-
him, and he fell
I
all
just
the way
think you're
down.
gonna get 'em anytime.
These are mentally challenged grouse.
Well,
is what
We
we're
call them
saying.
high elevation grouse.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. I've caught him. No, I've shot a ton of chickens out of trees.
Out of willows.
The way I
willows?
get when
Easy.
the snow flies, you usually have to go
Go
in the
roost up.
bush to stir them up.
This is off the road because
Yeah.
it's the
You'll
roads
get
are
'em at-
plowed by the.
I said you'll get them at home here up. So if I wanted to go shooting chickens out of trees, like if I wanted to deliberately go shoot a bunch of chickens out of trees,
yeah.
I'd go up
Don't
We're
say
gonna-
the road
don't
out
say the
loud.
road.
Then, yeah.
road just north of here,
Yeah.
and I would go up and I would wait. And it's kind of peculiar because
We might ask you this road after the podcast because
It's
me and Jeff are gonna
it's
be looking across tomorrow.
counterintuitive to when you're going to be shooting chickens and you go up this road and you wait until about the last hour.
Yeah.
And that's not when you want to be shooting chickens. So it's a great come home road.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
an A1 come home road.
We got a
Do you-
road we go to first thing
And
in
they're
the
all
morning,
in
and we
alders.
hunt all day, and then
They're
come
all
back
in
that road
and
end of the
aspen
day.
saplings and all in alders.
The other
But
thing you
they're
could
50
do,
yard shots, 30-yard shots, 50 yard. I'm shooting chickens in the head at 40, 50 yards.
quickly
Yeah.
down under right there. The other thing is
Just
if
zero
there's
scope,
snow on the
that's all it
ground, you can track grouse in
Oh,
fresh
yeah.
snow. Done that
I
many
listen to
times.
him, Scott. Honestly, when I'm
What
driving.
what does grouse sound like?
Oh, they kind of chirp,
No,
purr,
no, well, yeah,
like
it's-
cluck. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll hear that.
But if you find fresh tracks, track them
Their head.
because they're
Their
probably
head,
close by.
And you'll see their feet and the little feather marks and the little scuff marks, and you'll be like, "Oh, there's some chickens."
Yeah.
And you'll hear them. While it's early season, you'll hear the leaves, but then you'll hear them talking. Like if one gets agitated, just stop the truck.
Yeah.
Like when you're driving along and you hear crusty snow.
Yeah.
You'll hear them scooching on crusty
Yeah,
snow.
yeah.
How do you hear that while you're driving along?
You gotta
What do you
turn your
mean?
music down, or you?
Like you said, if you're driving along, you hear.
Yeah.
How do you do that? I want to know.
Well, it's all trained behavior, right? Like I'm differentiating between crunching snow off my tire and I can hear deer running.
Yeah.
You hear
Matthew
tatoosh,
can tell the
tatoosh.
difference between a spruce and a roughie running through the snow.
No, not without visuals. I've shot enough goddamn spruces to know that I can't tell all the time.
But seriously, you can push bush, get your grouse, look for tracks, and you'll stir up some snowshoe hares, and they're just as tasty. Don't ignore the rabbits. They're
We're going for rabbits this year too, Jeff, by the way.
Do we need another license or anything?
no, all year round, dude.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing
You
my
just need your general license.
I'm doing my
just
Like my wildlife
bushcraft trips in the middle of nowhere in March. I'm shooting rabbits. Bring bacon. Always bring bacon. That's the secret.
We got bacon here. We'll
I brought bacon.
let's make it happen.
I bet you a 20 gauge over under is pretty good for shooting a rabbit with it.
Growing up
Absolutely.
with my dad being an outfitter, I was, he'd send me out the door with my 22, and away I'd go, and I'd get my grouse, or I was allowed to shoot the limit if I get one, but it's usually just one or two, or like lucky maybe get 3 till I got a little older. I'd shoot rabbits because that was an easy. And I'd get either the single shot 12 gauge, and then I got my own single shot 20 gauge Cooey, but. I ate enough rabbit to know that you can't cook them things fast.
No.
Like you can't just fry them. Like you if you're gonna do it in a cast iron frying, the best way I've ever had rabbit, hands down, super duper slow cooked.
Okay.
In a cast iron frying pan. I mean, like hours in a wood cook stove.
Yeah.
Like inside the cast iron frying pan, a ton of butter. And a ton of salt and pepper. Dad's like, well, if you're going to eat this, we might as well eat it good.
Yeah. Real slow.
you're
Low and slow.
totally great. There's 2 other ways. We'll put it out here for our listeners.
Stew and
The
dumplings.
other way is kebabs, and soak them in Italian salad seasoning,
Okay.
and kebab them and roast them slow over the coals. Oh man, just so good. The other is stir fry thin strips with
Down the
bacon, just to die for. Yeah,
I like it.
You're gonna like it. I got a good would you rather here.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
All right. So you really gotta ponder this one though.
That's what George
So,
said about the last one. It was
No,
the
I
easiest
haven't.
would
I
you rather
have
I've ever
another good one
had.
too. Scott's got to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah. Okay, this one's gonna be deep. Okay, would you rather shoot? We kind of went on this on the last podcast, but I'm gonna change it up.
Okay.
Would you rather shoot the world record whitetail buck? So we know Milo Hansen, 213 5/8 Boone and Crockett.
You know that right off the top of your head?
Oh,
In
yeah.
Saskatchewan, 1993.
Bigger, 1993. Yeah, he's world famous. So you're
Oh, I
shooting,
know. Yeah.
You're rocking his
Put
record.
the number right off the top of your
Yeah.
head.
So
Love it.
you're blowing that out of the water, or you can have any other world record of your choice, like elk, moose, bighorn sheep,
Rainbow trout.
rainbow trout. But think about it, because whitetail is like the guy never has to work a day in his life after shooting.
Does it have to be about wildlife?
What
What's the other option?
What are you talking
What else
about,
are you
dude?
talking about?
What are you shooting?
Oh, that I get to shoot?
Yeah.
Or you're just thinking like any world record?
Yeah.
No. We're,
The largest checking account ever owned.
I-
The most,
I'm like, what's her
the
name?
most gold
Matt?
found in the river.
like confirm kill? I don't know.
No. We're talking. It's got to be measured, Boone and Crockett, whatever. So
Yeah.
you're going whitetail buck or any other critter of your choice.
Oh, any other critter, I'd go red stag. I'd go New Zealand, and I'd shoot the world record red stag. Hands down, fuck the whitetail.
Boo! Really? Hey.
Wow.
So why? Because you think internationally that's more
Because
renowned,
it's
or what?
unobtainable by me. It's a dream.
Oh, they're
hunt.
beautiful.
It's a dream.
They're beautiful.
And
yeah.
so, but the reality that if I actually went go hard, like I could probably might actually achieve the world record whitetail right here. Like if I feel like I'm convinced enough about certain stuff in my life. If I want to do things, I can make things happen.
Yeah.
But it's not in my. I shoot the first 130 that I rattle in, and I'm happier in hell.
Why
with
not?
Shooting
Yeah.
a
No,
little
I'm the
buck.
same way. I'm a meat hunter first and foremost. But
I No, I was super pumped about shooting that little, not little deer. That buck. Even my wife's like, Matthew, the rack doesn't do it justice. And hung up. I loaded up 165-inch white-tailed deer on the back of my buddy's truck. I helped drag out the other day. The body on that deer was the same size, if not 10 pounds lighter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they, like, when I had that up on the chain fall in the garage, like, that was a 200-pound deer.
I've shot some fork horns that were bigger than 5x5s.
Yep.
It doesn't match up with body size.
So, anyways, I'm super excited about that meat. I've got the back straps cut out. And I got the front quarters all cut up and deboned. And so, basically, I just got to take the hindquarters off. Went to go get my grinder. I about had a conniption fit because it's always something, right? You can't, nothing. I always find, like, if you're trying to do stuff, you have to be super, or something's going to, I'll take a little bit of that. Got the grinder all set up, going to put the blade in her. There's no blade. I've got the disc for the grind size. I ain't got no blade. So we look around. I said, well, that shouldn't be right. Should be right here with the other stuff. Well, it wasn't quite there. Anyways, we didn't have a blowout at the time. So, I mean, I only had the table papered down with all the cutting paper, and it's taped down to the table, and the grinder's set up, and can't grind shit. So we had to just put everything back in the shed and took the paper off the table, and we had a shrimp rice dinner.
Yeah.
And it was very nice. And we continued on with our evening. So now I need to get a goddamn grinder. No, it's
I got a grinder you can borrow if you need one.
Thank you very much. I got a buddy of mine. He's got a super duper high
boys,
horsepower one.
We segued here. So we heard Matt. He's going for the red stag. Jeff.
Oh, right.
You
Oh,
going,
goodness. I'm super good at blowing out a story, aren't I?
No, that's what
You
we love
guys
about, that's
listen
what we
to
love
me. You
about
don't shut me down one bit. You're
No.
like, you listen to me. And I'm like, and then I peter off and you're like, oh, fuck, we're doing something here.
Okay.
I'm going to take this on a sidetrack too. Speaking about world records, so I just recently came back from Romania.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
my partner, she's from Romania. We went to visit her parents and traveled around, and we went to this guy's house, and he had a book from 2002. So I don't know if you know, but Romania in 1989 was the only violent revolution.
Ceausescu.
Ceausescu, exactly. We're going to talk about him. So he had a book, and it was a hunting record book from Romania, published in 2002. So we open up the page, and it goes to a Ursa, which is a bear.
Yeah, you sent me this picture.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
And the top 10 largest bears shot were all by Ceausescu. But when you look at the size of the bear in the book, it's like when it sits down, it's 19 feet tall. So it was all, obviously, like we know, Kim Jong-un gets a hole-in-one every time. Ceausescu gets a 20-foot bear every time.
Yeah,
So,
he was like 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. The biggest bear was shot
And none of
by
the sizes
this guy.
were actually a reasonable size
Yeah.
for a bear. But the Carpathian Mountains in Romania used to have giant bears.
Yeah.
He got executed by firing squad, did he not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
The
was
bear guy?
no Ceausescu. Yeah.
Well, the bear guy, he shot 9
Yeah.
of the 10 biggest bears in
But
Romania.
wait, you
And
haven't
they got
answered my
excellent-
question.
I haven't.
Yeah,
But I was
no.
doing a side note. So I
Yeah.
don't really care about the world record size of whitetail. So I do of something else.
What?
I guess. I don't like.
World record what?
World record what? The thing is,
We had
Probably a bighorn sheep.
well that
that was the question. But here's
Yeah.
the deal,
Yeah.
boys. If
That's a
you-
hard hunt. I don't care. It might be.
Well-
It's a hard hunt. You want to go sleep up on a mountainside with a Gore-Tex tarp over you in the middle
Yeah.
of the night?
Yeah, yeah.
Listen to the last episode of the Wilderness
last
Wavelength
podcast
podcast.
was
I
Paul
didn't listen
Chambers, the Northern Executive of the
Those
Wild Sheep
guys know how
Foundation of
to do
Alberta.
it.
Oh,
They're
they
doing
work
it right,
hard.
though.
They work
Yeah.
hard. But here's the deal, boys. If you shoot
Links in
world
the
record
bio.
whitetail buck, I'm serious. You never have to work a day in your life. You will travel all of North America, go to all these big game shows, and you've got it made in the shade.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, the fame you would garner from
Women would be
shooting that.
throwing themselves, while does would be throwing themselves at you.
Because if I could rattle
You
in
would-
that.
Well, you
Yeah.
would
Oh yeah, then I would do that for sure.
holding the non-farmed.
Yeah, we're not talking high fence. We're talking wild.
We're gonna get one of those tomorrow, Jeff,
non-trad like
or a spiker.
the all-time gross record. Yeah, the fame garnered.
Yeah.
You would be. Yeah, if you would just
Yeah.
be like, I'm not doing
All
anything
you do
unless
is
you pay
record
me
rough
$1,000
grouse.
Sign
$1,000
autographs.
You could say $1,000. I'm not doing this. Or you go, we're going. You want to bring it down? Oh, you could sell the molds for
Oh, totally.
$25,000 a pop.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
you said if you were only going to release, I'm 50 years old, and when I die, before I die, I'm only going to release 10 molds of this buck.
Yeah,
And they're
limited edition molds.
limited edition, and each mold is worth $142,000.
I'm in.
Oh, totally.
You got to say a random number because they'll be like 125, and you'll be like, sold. All right, everybody's 125.
Yeah. How about you, George?
Man, Dave Robson was on, and he was talking about, so he's caught a world record jackfish. He did mention world record grouse.
Yeah, I didn't know there was such a thing.
I love. I'm a grouse.
I'd probably eat
and
one.
I do not care. Yeah.
Yeah, I've shot some clunkers where I was like, man,
Yeah.
Turkey. That's a turkey.
I shot one grouse. Literally, it took 7 bullets to take it down. Like, it was a big freaking
7
grouse.
shotgun shells.
George,
Yeah.
I'm concerned about your
okay.
marksmanship.
George,
No.
Okay, George, give us your answer. Whitetail buck or what?
Man, the whole whitetail buck sounds amazing.
But but honestly, sorry to interrupt you, but like you wouldn't get the same fame for the world.
No.
muley
No,
or
see, that's the
anything?
thing.
It's
Whitetail is
specific.
in a class of its own.
You would get the same for the world's record
Moose?
moose. You get the same for
Elk.
the world record. World record bull elk.
My friend, I disagree.
No,
whitetail.
Whitetail's its own breed.
Its own thing.
Or
in
musky.
America.
In America.
It's America. What you're
Yep.
predominating this idea on is the United States of America. You would
It's
be
all whitetail or nothing.
fanfare.
What about a muskie? though?
Royalty.
World record muskie? That's got to be up there with the whitetail. People love muskie or big mouth bass.
You're not getting the ladies over the muskie,
Big
but
mouth?
the whitetail buck.
Big
Jeff.
mouth or wide mouth? Sorry, it's big mouth bass, right?
I'm going.
The
I'm
bass
going-
fishing trips?
I'm going whitetail. I love the idea. I'm going to haul my whitetail in
I'm
a
guessing
trailer.
you're
There'll be a
Scott's
painted
still
trailer.
single?
Me sing. I got 6 kids, dude. And a
Oh,
grandkid.
I thought you're married. But I thought you. What were you talking about with the naked and adventure in the wild there?
Oh, naked and afraid.
Yeah, we were joking. We were joking about that, and I was like, "Oh, he's single."
No, that's why I didn't go on the show, dude.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That would be problems. I knew you had a whole bunch of kids. I
I-
was like, "Oh, that's too bad."
No,
He had a bunch of children.
I've been
and it
invited
didn't work
twice
out.
on Naked and Afraid, but it might cross my morality right there.
Oh yeah, of course. I'd be like, "No, get away from me, too." Jesus, Louise, body. I'll warm myself up.
Yeah. Okay, I got one more. Would you rather?
Yeah. I got another one after this.
You got another
Good.
one,
I
too?
love these things. They're the
Okay.
best.
Yeah.
I do. I have a lot of fun with these because I'm very definite about my answer.
I know.
Okay, this one, I thought a lot about too. So, would you rather go out for 2 hours, guaranteed get your deer? 2 hours, deer done, or spend a full week in the bush, but no guarantee of anything?
Oh, I'm doing the week in the bush.
Yeah.
I'm all about the experience, man. And listen, I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm 50% success rate in hunting over the last 20, 30 years. Sometimes 30% on a bad season. So
Yeah.
I'm getting that deer. Yeah. And I love spending time in the bush. So
Yeah.
You nailed it. What you said was
music to your ears.
you're getting that deer.
Oh yeah.
My whitetail buck. I'm no whitetail savant. I don't shoot big because I can't hold out for a big one.
Yeah.
Nor should you.
But
I'm a meat eater.
meat,
Yeah.
and I enjoy it. I enjoy all the meat I eat.
Yeah.
But man, goddamn, I'd love to get a big deer and be like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I rattle in successfully and hunt my deer. But I sidetrack. You said it. You got the deer, and that's where I was going with that. Is that my white-tailed deer is my fail-safe.
Yeah.
I know how to hunt them. I know how to track them. I know what to look for. And if I can cross all the T's, I can dot that I.
You'll connect that in a week easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you when you shot your first whitetail?
24, and I was already a combat veteran, retired veteran.
Was your dad a
I thought
hunter
you were
then
gonna
or no?
What's that?
Was
No?
your dad a hunter then or no?
Dad was an outfitter, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I grew up in a lodge. My dad's camp. The wall was full of deer, and dad was the big swinging dick of Carleton County, and
Yeah.
Well, when you said that your dad was an outfitter, I thought you were going to say your first whitetail deer was going to be at 14 or whatever the first.
I shot at a doe when I was probably 14 and missed it clean. Just boom, missed. Fucking, it jumped away, looked at me a little bit, and then danced away.
What's the first animal you hunted?
Partridge. I grew up shooting partridge and geese and stuff a little bit. Out here in Alberta, I started out traditionally bumbling around with a bunch of hillbillies looking at roads and, oh, there's a deer, and jump out and shoot it and stuff. And then I segued.
I know some of those people.
Well, that's how you start, right?
Yeah.
It's easy. You gotta.
Well, it's a good,
can't boil
it's
the
a
ocean.
good intro into, well, because then you're looking. And then you start to realize, well, they're not on the road all the time, but they're always in this area all the time.
Right, exactly.
Why are they in this
How
area
come there's so
all
many
the time?
tracks right here?
Oh, there's nice open meadow over here. There's water over there, and they're coming out. They got security on the road. Road is security. That's why animals are near roads, because they can get on the goddamn road and they can beat feet and they can move.
Yeah.
And that's why you're always. The deeper I've dove into the countryside, and I know I just went on like a 400-kilometer adventure today.
Yeah, you put some miles on today.
Yeah, I deep dived into the deep valley, and literally, I just named the road. If you're inquisitive, you might find out.
Yeah.
I got one more would you rather there, George. You got another one?
No, that was my couple. Yeah.
Okay.
What's yours?
Oh, I didn't even answer last.
Oh yeah.
one.
Okay. We got Jeff's got to answer this one too. So, Richie, I think Matt,
did I?
I think so. Like,
Okay, give it to
so go out
together,
for 2
George.
hours, guaranteed a deer, right?
Yeah.
Guaranteed, like decent sized buck.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
2 hours in, decent sized buck, nice in the freezer, good to go. Or spend a full week out in the bush, but no guarantee of anything.
Before I came out here today, it's not the hunting that I like. It's being out in the bush.
Yeah.
It's it's the marten that we saw when we were driving, where we thought we were like, I've never seen this before. What is it?
Yeah.
It's the wolves that I've seen. I would go out in the bush if I could never successfully hunt anything ever again. I would rather do that than only have 2 hours in the bush once a year and get a deer.
Right answer.
That sounds amazing.
Right answer.
That sounds amazing, and I want to
Should we
agree
slow
with
clap?
it, and I do agree with it all. But my first instinct when George asked a question was, and I've been like those days where I've been like, man, I wish I'd just go out this morning and just shoot that damn deer, get one called out and shoot it and be done with it.
Yeah.
Then it happens, and then you think about what you just said, Jeff, and you realize that, you know what, you would miss out on all those valuable things, and not to sound corny or. That's what matters with the whole thing is the experience and being out and being able to come back and have conversation with guys like you and have a laugh about things and
The
share
special ones
feelings.
are not the easy ones. The special ones are the ones you fought for.
Oh, that's why you remember the hard thing. I keep trying to press a button on this.
But
microphone.
even that story you're telling earlier, where you're waiting on on that farmer's farm and you're going to hunt a bear, and then you stole this. They're just telling us a story about two cougars on either side of you, clacking like house cats.
Yeah.
Like that's honestly you shooting a bear. I'm like, great, you shot a bear, but I'm not jealous of that story. I'm jealous that I'm sitting on a ridge and I'm hearing cougars clack like house cats.
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest thing I've heard there.
The whole funniest thing about the story to me, that like the funny thing, like even shooting a bear and it flying off a cliff, and
Yeah.
the whole thing was, I started off the story what I told, and Scott smiled at me what I said. I went to High Caliber and I got castor oil,
Yeah.
and then I went and got lunch.
Yeah.
But what did I put in my backpack? And then you smiled at me, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I got a couple cheeseburgers, and because it was a bear, right?
Right.
I'm having my lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Another would you rather.
Let's
Okay.
hear it.
Okay. I'm going to set it up. This one's profound, boys.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Dig in.
goodness.
Dig in.
I want more of these. I want 2 more after this.
Oh, son of a
I only
bitch.
got one more. Okay. Listen carefully. Would you rather shoot the buck of your dreams 6x6 white-tailed buck
Yeah.
with a high-powered rifle? Okay?
Everything sounds great right now.
Everything's beautiful.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
you shoot a beautiful buck 4x4 with your bow at close range.
Oh, big buck rifle.
Really, eh?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to give me the opposite there, dude, because you're a bow hunter.
Maybe I didn't hear the second option. I heard the first one. Way too clear.
Fell in love.
I fell
So-
in love with it.
So here's the question. Like, is it more important to you how you took that buck?
Okay, so no. Okay, this is actually.
Or is there
I should-
pride in the archery? That's
So-
what I'm getting at.
we need to look at the 2 options here. So I answered fast. What I want to look for, what I'm looking for in my ideal situation, my ideal animal, the animal that shakes my earth to the core, and I have that tear-dropping moment where I realize that
You're
I've
waiting for one of
come
those.
to one.
Yeah.
And so that could be very easily done with a rifle in the right scenario. I called the animal in. I outwitted it. I fooled it. I had the opportunity to take its life and harvest that animal.
Yeah.
Or
You
It'd
did it
be-
with a bow at close range, a 4x4. It's smaller. What means more to you? The big 6x6 that you shot at 200 yards,
but
the
I've
high-powered rifle.
done the smaller one. That the 4x4 with it. So that's where accomplishments have come into
You've
play.
done it, so you feel like that's off the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I jumped to conclusion.
But to me, I'm more impressed with your 4x4 with a bow than I am a 6x6 with a rifle. You
But
see where I'm going?
both would have been done in the same scenario, though. So it's where I come to play with that is accomplishment on outwitting the animal. I outwitted it
Yeah.
regardless.
But you're 20 yards versus
Oh,
200. You see
yeah.
what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
But are you talking about a compound technical bow?
Or are we talking about a recurve?
Well, see, I'm going to get to that because I make my own bows from the
Yeah,
bush
you guys
and
said-
stone tip arrows and all that. That's a whole
I
nother
haven't
level.
even- Scott,
I
we've
would-
got a whole other conversation
I would
to have.
I would rather shoot a doe with a handmade bow from the bush with sinew and obsidian point and turkey feathers than I would, a Boone and Crockett rifle shot. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely, because just
The achievement.
the achievement involved.
Yeah.
And that's I was doing my own little Red Dead Redemption 2 checklist myself, and doing with my muzzle loader, and then
Yeah. Muzzle loader.
went up, and the last one was a bit of a schmozzle, so I'm not allowed to muzzleloader hunt without taking a repeating rifle with me. Wife's orders.
Yeah. Can we hear about the last one? You want to talk about that story?
That involved 2 grizzly bears and a 10-point buck. I got the buck. My dog and I went looking. I went
2
okay,
grizzly bears.
Well,
I
it
love
was-
the way you set that up. Okay, so what happened with the 2 grizzly bears?
Matthew's like a Stephen King book. You like hear the end and then you like, what happened here? How'd it get here?
So it just started off as a regular deer hunt. Sorry, folks. I got to get my nicotine into me. So, regular deer hunt, spot I'm hunting. I've got a variety, elk, whatever in there. Deer moving around. And I know there's a couple good ones. So I go in and I sit down. I walk up the ridge line. Go in, I sit down on the cut line. Got my stump, set my little foam seat down and get my shooting stand up.
Yeah, comfy.
I'm getting set up and got the right wind and I got my scents up and I sit down and I do my regular setup call and couple bleats, couple grunts,
Yeah.
rattle, and all of a sudden there's doe comes busting out of the tree line. That's a nice buck. I've noticed it a few times. Heavy manes.
Yeah.
That's almost identical to the one that was on the back of the truck the other day.
Wait, did you just get sidetracked from your story?
Yeah,
by looking
I
at
did.
This buck? Yeah, let's get back to the
Compliment
story.
my nice buck a little bit though.
Well, first of all, before you get too far, see that one by that painting there to the left? That's George's first whitetail.
I've been talking about him all night. Looks just like the buck I got.
That's George's first whitetail.
My first whitetail, well, not my first one. My second one looks just like that one. Anyways, so where was I? You got to bring me back. Reel me back in, boys.
Two bears,
2 bears.
1 buck.
Muzzleloader.
So, you're following a doe right now.
Hunting with black powder.
Yeah.
So big doe busts out of the ridge line,
Yeah.
Aspen Ridge, south facing slope, and she comes out hot. And I'm like, oh, something's on her. She's working her way down the ridge in front, coming right towards me. And like it's further off than I thought, obviously. But I made the right call on the bead judgment when that buck come running out, because the buck come out on her.
Yeah.
Big, heavy 10-point. And he was on that doe and he wasn't going to stop. And I just let out a big old, ah!
Yeah.
And it stopped for that second. And I gave it a full bead on that muzzleloader 50 caliber black powder and just said, boom, and let it go. Like, I was like, well, I'm either going to hit it right where I'm supposed to hit it.
How far are you away at this point then?
I don't like to admit at this point in the story how far the deer actually was.
Yeah.
But when the impact of that 300 grain Barnes TSX, well, it was a 300 grain projectile because I had different. My wife and I were at the table at 4 a.m. and I had 50 caliber ball, 150 grain. I had 45 caliber Sabot slug 230s. I had Sabot slug 245s.
Yeah.
And then I had Barnes TSX 300 grain buffalo bullets.
That's what you're using right now then.
Well, that's what I hit this animal with.
Yeah.
And I could only formulate what I saw to the equivalent of a small block Chevy hitting a deer at 45 miles an hour because this bullet, when I shot it, this buck was big enough that I had a proper target to shoot at, and I approximated the bead. I'd never set forth to shoot something at this distance with a muzzle loader.
Yeah.
But no, proper mechanics to kill a deer at that distance, and I did do the job.
What was the distance again?
It was
Matthew
come to find out about the end of the story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is a Stephen King novel again.
And anyways, I get up in. I'm sitting on my stump. So I shoot, boom, and of course there's a hellacious cloud of smoke and stuff flying out because I pack 100 grains. I target shoot at 70 or 80.
Yeah.
And 100's just to get that little bit extra, because you only get so much speed and so much velocity at it. I got a New Englander, so when I touched this animal, I was at the max end of her.
Yeah.
And it did do the job, but the damn grizzly bears got a hold of it before I got up there.
Really?
So I sit on this stump for 20 minutes, and I'm trying not to fumble around with these speed loaders and ball pouches and shit. So I've got
Quite the process.
I get my speed loader out, and I pop the top, and I pour the powder in, and I just reloaded it with a 45 cal Sabot.
Yeah.
It's with speed load because I already have them greased up a little bit, and then I just pound them down. And I have a funny little speedball. So your speedball is your start loader. It's a short shot. It's about 4.5 inches, and it's got a cup, and it's supposed to have just this little wooden ball on the top. But I end up putting a baseball on it because I thought it was funny because I drilled out like a fastball.
Yeah.
And I drilled that out and put that on there. So I popped this Sunderwald in there, and I'm trying not to spill this stuff all over the place. And I call my father-in-law, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I hit this fucking deer. Oh, I missed the best part because when I did hit the deer, I knocked the son of a whore over flat sideways, and it let this hellacious fucking blood out of it. And then it rolled down the mountainside. Well, it's not a mountainside. It's more of a real strong right-of-way.
Yeah.
But when I hit it...
All right, carry on.
Anyways, I let rip. I hit her, and when I saw it hit it, and it folded that fucking thing, and it started screaming. Now I'd never heard a white-tailed deer make a sound like that in my life, except for this fancy machine I have called a Fox Pro. Now it has a wounded white-tailed buck on it. Is this what it says? Wounded white-tailed buck.
Yeah.
And it makes this sound. And the fucking scream, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've never heard nothing make that sound. Well, I found out that I did heard something make that sound because it did that, and it fucking rolled down the hill, and it tumbled ass over tea kettle, and it went guts, feet, and it rolled 3 times down that hill because I watched it, and I wish I could have shot it again because I got this stupid muzzle loader, and I can't reload the fucking thing fast enough. There was a huge deer. Anyways, and it got up screaming, blatting, blah, and it ran off into the woods, dying. I'm like, wow, it's fucking dead.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So I sit there and I reload this thing, and I'm trying not to spill nothing. I call my father-in-law and I tell him about the whole thing. Yeah. He's like, all right, good job, man. Track her down. See
Great job. Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And anyways, I'm walking in and I hear ka-tush, ka-tush, ka-tush. And I was like, okay. And I'm starting to get up on this draw, little funnel in between me. And I'm like, Kate, that's the buck walking through there. Get ready. So I'm starting to crouch down. I'm getting ready, and I'm coming up this strong slope. So strong enough slope that I can't look more than 10 yards in front of me without seeing the ground, right? So I'm slowly coming, and I hear ka-tush, ka-tush again. I'm like, oh, there, Kate, get ready.
Yeah.
And I'm going to step on top of this ridge line, and there's going to be a deer, or like I'm going to see a deer. Well, I come up on top, and I pick my head up, and I'm getting ready to shoot and bring my rifle up. And I look, and I'm looking at about a, I don't know, 400 or 500 pound sow grizzly bear.
Oh, jeez.
And she goes, whoosh.
Yeah.
And she dropped. Like, when I say...
Like she saw you?
We both locked eyes for that split second.
Wow.
And we both did the exact same thing. And we dropped to the ground a little bit. And she huffed back about 20, 30 yards.
Yeah.
And went back and swirled around. And that's when she turned forward again. I didn't see her. I can only... but you can hear it.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Jaw popping.
well, I hope everybody could hear my teeth clacking.
That's
and,
grizzly.
And I was like, whoop, I'm going in a different direction.
Yeah.
Well, when she turned, like when we looked at each other for that split second and she turned and run, I turned down and went the opposite direction. Like there was no...
She's heading for this deer, or she's on the deer?
She was on the deer,
Okay.
and then that's when I heard the second one coming up and over. Like and I just only saw a flash of that, so I would only assume it would have been her sow.
Yeah.
Or
cub.
Her cub, or like a 2-year cub. 'Cause
Yeah.
it wasn't little.
Yeah.
Like, and I saw a flash of that one coming up and out of that draw, but that's what they were doing. So that cub or 2-year-old was walking up that little draw, where that deer went, and I found that deer carcass less than 300 yards, less than 250, 300, right where I was walking, because it went up, it went across the old right away that was grown in, and died on its bed on a ridge line, looking out at the sun.
Yeah.
Well, it was drug up a tree, so I think a cougar got it eventually, but.
Yeah, that's always tricky when you're in grizz country. So here's a question. Do you carry bear spray plus your rifle? Because some days I do and some days I don't, and I probably always should, because I know when that grizz comes charging out at 40 feet a second, to get that rifle off the shoulder, you got your scope turned up to 9 power or whatever. Are you going to be able to racket a shot? You probably need both, but the question is, do you carry both?
Before Matt answers, because my answer will
go
be
ahead,
way
Jeff.
shorter. On this trip, usually I don't ever bring bear spray during hunting season, but this trip I decided to pack it because A, it's faster, B, it's a lot less paperwork. All right, Matt.
I've never carried bear spray ever.
Thanks, George, because I wasn't jumping in there for a bit because I don't carry bear spray. I own it. I have it. I've wrestled away from toddlers in the back seat. I've actually successfully got the clip back on a bear spray can from a toddler.
Yeah.
Not a toddler, like a 8 or 9 year old. No, an 8 or 9 year old in the back seat, and I'd be like,
don't pull that trigger.
oh my God, what are you doing?
Well, to be fair, if your 8 or 9 year old in the backseat could get your bear spray, I'm gonna put that on you.
Yeah, no.
in your bag, though? Like,
Listen,
if you have it on the side of your bag.
I have two different generations of children. I had one when I was 24, and I had one when I was 40.
Yeah.
The second one is, anyways.
Yeah.
No, Brennan's a good kid. He's playing with the back seat one day, and I turn around, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, what's this clipped in?" And he has the clip in his hand. I'm like, "Oh my God, don't do anything."
Don't pull that.
Holy fuck! And he's just.
Yeah.
I knew a bush pilot who, because I've used to do a lot of like flying into Northwest Territories fishing for like lake trout, things like that.
Yeah.
And he flew in a couple, and he was leaving, and then he saw them like freak out, and they had bear sprayed themselves like bug spray.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It
So-
happens.
Yeah.
We had a trucker flip. No, anyways, we had a trucker flip a truck one time and it bear spray in the truck and the bear spray went off and it was awful. Anyways,
Well, you're incapacitated, you know. It's just like it blows
bad.
off in
It
a
was a
truck there. It's
chemical
like
thing. They had to
I
shut the
can't
shop
see,
down.
I can't move,
I've
like I
been
can't
in a
breathe.
building
Yeah,
that's been pepper sprayed.
I'm gonna slam my brakes on
and
real
it's
hard and
outrageous.
Yeah, CS gas in the
Yeah, it's the
military.
worst.
They give you a big old dose of that stuff.
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
Like, rifles are great. They're powerful. But they're more long range. And if a bear is right on you, you've got two options. Your rifle, you may as well throw it in the bush at that point. You've got your hunting knife or bear spray on your belt.
I'm using my rifle I'll swing my rifle.
But when you say you could just fire off, like not to, like obviously the bear is charging you and you have to kill it. That's a different situation. But if the bear is in your vicinity, just firing the rifle off. Do you think just firing a shot in the air is more successful to scare off a bear than bear spray?
I rarely will. If they're really
I'm
charging.
Too deeply involved. Like
Yeah.
to
What
hear
would you rather do? Would you rather?
But here's the deal, though.
proper answer to this scenario.
Guys have been attacked. Shooting bear bangers has actually made the bear more aggressive. So
or
just
run into them because they shoot it behind you.
I have
Yeah.
done lots of bangers and screamers and air horns, and let me tell you, a lot of bears don't even give a rat's ass on that. So if it's coming in at you 40 feet a second, like look at the size of this garage, 40 feet a second, you can't get that rifle off your shoulder and cued in, especially with your scope, and place a kill shot because it can kill you. Like I've shot a bear in the heart and it still went 200, 300 yards.
Yeah.
So it's taking you
incredibly
down.
tough.
So here's the deal. I think you need both.
So, but why can't? Here's a CCFR response.
What does that mean? CCFR.
Canadian Coalition of Firearms Rights.
All right.
Okay.
Is that if a person is verified unanimously throughout a verification process of
What does that mean?
legalization, that they cannot carry a means to defense of proper defense without having to harm themselves or put themselves in harm's way. A person should be able to carry means of proper defense in our areas, and we are legal recipients of these rights. So why can't we?
Oh, now you're getting political on me, dude.
I
But
also have
I'm
no-
with you. I'm with you on that. But
I'm talking about.
I didn't-
I'm talking about pistols.
I knew he was
Okay.
going sidearms there. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I wish we could, and I think
That
there's.
I didn't want to say. I was trying to avoid the word of PIS.
I was tracking you 100%. No, I think we should, and it saddens me that we can't. But that being what it may, we're down to rifles and bear spray. So what's your deal? And Jeff, you were chewing on this.
Moving forward at this point, as per the wife's request, I do have to take the means of. Yeah, I never, when I'm in around within, and that's not even a safe call. When around the river valley, because they're in this river valley so much more, and you have to be careful on the A road, you have to be careful up on the Rob, you have to be careful around Seabolt. There's sows that are moving through those areas that are producing cubs every 2 years, and our numbers are bumping up, so people have to be careful and you have to be precautious. And I would say that, yeah, take bear spray with you.
Before, like, this podcast getting, like, this is
It's a 5-hour podcast.
I just before we like shut it down or anything, I want to talk about. So Matthew, you're going to Africa in a couple of years, sort of thing.
Yes.
I'm curious, like bucket list. So like it's a hunting podcast. We're talking hunting ish. What is on the? Is the plan to go to Africa to go hunting?
Before you dive in, by the way, this is our longest podcast ever on Wilderness Wavelength. So we are breaking records tonight, folks. Yeah.
Oh God, are we past midnight?
It's past midnight.
I think it's almost Matthew, you're gonna have to come in the truck with us right now. It's Dawn's coming. We got to do a little.
Oh my
You
goodness.
do some calling.
No.
Yeah, come on.
I have not looked at my phone.
No, we're good. We're just breaking records.
Oh my goodness, it's only 10:25.
There you go.
Bunch of old fogies.
We're just getting
No,
started. Matthew.
I'm right up there. I'm like, oh my goodness, I should have eaten my bowl of cereal and gone to bed already.
Before you talk about Africa, there's something
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up because we were talking about how if we were born in an older age,
Yeah.
Scott's
Right.
talking about making his own arrows. I was the last deer I shot. I was in an area of land where
brings
they
that up a
found
lot of times.
I don't know if I've talked about the podcast, but they found an arrowhead on that land
cool.
that was 10,000 years old. And so they knew that.
One of my parents' land you're talking about?
Well, I wasn't going to say your parents' land.
Well, he's already talked about it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, we brought that up. Yeah, we talked about this one. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's great
let's-
stuff, though.
It's such a good story.
Yeah,
we need to
I
hear
will-
it again.
Oh, no.
You can
10,000 year
continue
old
on.
arrow.
That's not the part that
I'm
is
like,
important.
wait a second. It's like, dude, this is like your parents' place.
It's not the arrowhead that's the important part of the story.
Yeah.
The important part of the story is the last deer I shot. I was on that land. I was hunting a deer. I
Right.
shot a deer, the last deer, and I realized that for 10,000 years
Yeah.
we've been hunting deer in the exact same place.
Yeah.
And that was like it like connected me to whoever the owner of that arrowhead was.
Yeah.
That we were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
after 10,000
I
years.
feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've been, I used to hunt Saskatchewan, and I'd hunt these coulees. I'd get up on these bluffs waiting for deer, the sun to come up, and you'd find an arrowhead, and it would put you back and be like, my goodness, a hunter was sitting here 2,000 years ago doing the same thing that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
It brought you right back, right? It's an amazing feeling.
It's
right?
the most amazing feeling I've ever had.
And of course, the one you found, or you guys found, was
Jeff's getting one. So my parents are getting 3 replicas of this one.
yeah.
So they say 9,500 years old.
Yeah, it's Alberta
Spearhead.
Point. Alberta Point is the type of point.
Oh, I saw it, and I'm a flint napper, so I can appreciate this. This thing's a big spear point.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing. I held it in my head. Is the best moment of my life. Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, no, I'm a flint napper, and
I know.
I love making
Scott just showed the
arrowheads.
tattoo of your.
So I could really appreciate. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was a spear point, not an atlatl or a arrowhead, which means it's super old. Which means it could have been used for those big longhorn bison, or even mammoths back in the day.
So the archaeologist of the area said that it's very likely that it was camels.
Yeah, there were camels. Yeah,
And he said because the Alberta Point it's like mostly around 10,000 years ago, where
Athabasca Beach there was camel teeth found up at the beach.
Oh yeah.
I just come walking into the conversation, folks. I'm sorry. And I heard
camels
camel
evolved in
teeth
North America
and-
before they went to.
So that's very cool. That
The
you
crazy
brought
part
that.
about this, though, is that the archaeologist showed up. And Jeff, you came out to my parents' place when they came out to like view the area too.
Yeah, there 10,000 years ago, there was a very similar terrain, right?
Yeah.
The ice had been receding. There was camels. There was the big steppe bison or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
yeah, but just the fact that somebody 10,000 years ago was hunting that land, and I was then hunting that land. It connects like that.
it connects you. We've been hunters from the beginning of time. Man.
Before
Exactly.
the last glacial period that come through this area, these were all grassland plains, like rolling hills. Like you think our foothills that are all green, evergreen, all this stuff. This wasn't here. Like this area from here all the way into the flatlands into Manitoba, Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Like it was massive. The greens was very sparsely populated.
Yeah.
And especially around here, I had explained to me that that was just it. Like these trees weren't here, like in the population that they are now. Like it was very sparse. And
Scott, great question. All right, what was the question again?
The question was, are you shooting a 6x6 buck
Or a
with
4x4
rifle
or a 4x4 with a bow?
4x4
Yeah, I
with a
gotcha.
bow?
Exactly. The story I told about the arrowhead tied into that. I forgot. It was so long ago. If it's a compound, so I'm going to go into a bit of a deep story here, but not too deep.
right.
I shot target archery a lot when I was a kid. So for me, archery is more of a target sport than a hunting sport.
Yeah.
And I've never shot anything with a bow. But I guess I wouldn't really care the size of either. Between 4x4 and 6x6, I don't have a strong preference between either size. I'd be equally excited with either deer.
Yeah.
So I don't really care how I harvest either.
You're on the fence. So a 200 yards 6x6, 20 yards with a bow. Like,
Well, to be fair,
think
I've
about
never
it.
shot a 4x4 or a 6x6 with anything.
Okay.
So both of those are exceeding my current realm of what I've done.
Okay.
Matthew has a question. He's got his hands up. He's like, Matthew, no.
Okay, Matthew, back to
First
you.
of all,
No, but
I totally changed my stance on this. And it's not a total change.
what was your original stance?
My original stance
He was going for the 6x6.
Well, and I think the origin of that was the response I was looking for.
Yeah.
And I think what I want to say now is that regardless of a 6x6 with a rifle, like your trophy, the biggest buck you've ever shot in the world, or a super challenging 4x4 in the timber and you fooled it and you got it to come within bow distance. I think truly in the hunter's heart, it's the achievement based on the actual actions that take place. So regardless of the weapon, regardless of the choice of stand, how much achievement do you feel? Do you feel like, hey man, I only got one ride today out in the hunting woods and I got a buck out of the truck and I made it happen?
So I
spent 14 days in the woods rattling and grunting, and I passed up some little raggers, and I should have shot that little 4x4.
Little 11 pointers.
Yeah, man, I should have shot that. But you know
This
what?
11 pointer.
So I want to reword what you just said. Can I reword what you just said? Because I agree. It's
tracking.
not what the size it is. If you make a plan and the plan works, that's the best feeling there is. Because whether it's fishing, hunting, or anything, when you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and you do it, and it works, that's what gives you the success.
Achievement based.
The achievement. Exactly.
You
because
build a
planned it.
story. Yeah.
Boys, that's why I was so happy with my buck. Big body or not, little antlers can't eat them things.
You rattled it in, man.
I rattled it in and I gunted it in. And you know what? Like I showed it in a video because that happened right after it.
Yeah.
And I was so happy I took that. But I was happy about it, and I want to be happy about it. And I had a couple buddies like, oh, where were you when you shot that little thing? And I said, right where I wanted to be, and I'm quite happy about it.
Yeah.
And that's the only response I like.
Totally.
I'm not about
I love
getting
it.
nasty or nothing with fellas, but I had a tag, and I rattled a buck out, and it come out.
Yeah.
130 all inches of it and everything, and whatever.
No, and that's why I bring it up, because the first deer I ever shot was a doe with a bow, and that's still one of the most.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's one of the most important deer I've ever taken, and I've shot a 188 buck with a shotgun, but somehow that doe at 9 yards with a bow still ranks the highest, like, because you're so close, right?
My first bow kill was a white-tailed doe, and I vividly remember that doe with a passion, and I can appreciate your enthusiasm for it, because I was sitting in my stand, and I had a whole herd of does, early to mid-September for a rifle. I used to have trail cameras of me lugging my compound bow with a rifle on my back. And anyways, they came out, and there was 3 little ones came out, little 3x3 buck with them, 2 does, 3x3 buck, and then there was actually 5 of them. And then the doe that I shot came out. She came out, she waited a little bit, and she come peeking out and standing in the opening at the water hole, and the other ones were down below me working through the buck and the 2 does, right? So she's checking things out, but that big one in the back never come out. That was the lead doe. Like a herd of them. That buck hadn't been kicked yet. Well, he was fixing to get kicked that year. He had to get his nuts kicked off. But she came out and she turned broadside, and I just remember I was shooting a G5 bow, G5 Montec bow. Like it was like the broadheads, but they had their own bow. Like it was just like a base model $400 bow set up, and I let that arrow fly, man, and I punched a tangerine size hole through that deer. She jumped and kicked and she didn't go 20. Like legitimately, she didn't go 20 yards, maybe 16 yards.
Yeah.
And went uphill and it was done. Like it was a massacre.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've had Aaron Jones on the show here before, George, and he said, "Don't ever say I just shot a doe." Like,
yeah,
be proud.
that was a good one. I like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, did I say that when I say just?
No, but it was like
no.
Oh,
No, no, no.
I'm
sorry.
just saying. There's nothing to
I
be
was pretty
ashamed of
proud
a
of that
doe.
one.
Yeah.
And
100%.
here I am. Like, I don't know. Have I shot 100 deer? 150? I don't know how many I've shot. But there's nothing.
You don't
wrong
carve
with,
them into your rifle each shot.
Yeah, a little notch in the
Yeah.
bedpost. Is
that wrong?
There's nothing.
I like it.
I got a funny story about.
There's
a belt
nothing
and
wrong
hand-
with taking a
and
doe. A
notches.
doe is the best meat you're ever going to eat, and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with it. If you're listening here, it's not about the antlers. We always say you can't eat antlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew, are we digging into Africa tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. What would you like to talk about?
Here we go.
Well, before we I know this is a long podcast. Like we're like wherever.
Yeah,
but-
we're
Oh,
Joe
whatever.
Rogan. Like, listen
you
to
can
this
chop this all
podcast
up
and
like, I can-
learn
if you want
how
me to
long
be
a
coherent
podcast
and
can
give
be.
you a good long speech.
No, I
about
don't. No, I
something.
don't want that. But I do want.
What's the Africa plan?
I want an African story. Like,
What's the plan, dude?
yeah, I want
The
you to be as
African
free
plan, I
and
gotta
wild
give
as
you guys.
possible.
I got to give you the whole basis of the whole thing right
Before,
from the
but
get-go.
also when you're going through the whole basis, also tell us how like you get there, like how you
Sure.
get.
Yeah.
I'm not. We haven't been there yet. We're fixing to get there.
I was just curious how you get to Africa. Like what? Like, I don't mean like how you like get
Planes,
there.
trains, and automobiles.
Or
Probably.
how I,
Like how
I
how it
wound
comes
up in the
that you're like,
experience
let's
of
go to Africa.
yes,
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
yes, and that's what I mean by getting to the basis of where we're at.
I love it.
I will nail it for you, Jeffrey. Oh, is it Jeffrey?
Jeffrey's on. It is Jeffrey.
It is
but-
Jeffrey. Yeah.
Only his mom calls him Jeffrey.
No,
No,
and,
you
and
can
actually
call him
everyone
that
at work
tonight.
calls me Jeffrey, and I have zero preference between Jeff and Jeffrey. So that's let's do it.
I'm Matthew.
I'm signed up.
Yeah. I call you Matt sometimes. I call you
no,
Richie sometimes too.
No, once I'm only Matthew when I introduce myself.
Yeah.
And when your mom talks to you, when you're in trouble, you're Matthew and your middle name.
No. If Laura gave me if Laura's talking, Laura calls me Matthew. Like, there's no bullshit. Laura calls me Matthew. Like when
Yeah.
we're talking and stuff. If Laura called me Matt, I would turn around in the kitchen like a fucking exorcist and be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like, if Laura said, "Hey Matt," I'd be like, "Hi Linda, what's up?"
Yeah.
Her name's Laura, and I'd be like, "What's up, Linda?"
I don't think Linda's short for Laura though.
No, it's not. It's a super duper
Lore.
insult because
Alright.
it's a fucking
Yeah,
skank.
but what if the African
What's up,
hunting
Al?
trip?
We gotta restart this shit.
No, we keep rolling.
Yeah,
No,
keep rolling.
No,
So-
okay, Africa. Okay, Africa. Oh man, it starts from a drama. Like if you wanted the source about this shit, I worked with the veterans. Anyways,
Okay. Well, why don't I ask you questions about Africa and you answer them? When did you decide that you wanted to go to Africa?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
okay, I'll get no. Okay, I'll shoot this out. I won't. There's no drama. There's no ding-a-ling, bing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, we're down at a game show. Not a game show. We were at a wild game dinner conference in Cochrane, and as we came through the door, I was with my wife Laura, and Laura was pregnant. Was she pregnant? Yeah, she was pregnant. And then, but we had Laura's mother and father that had flown out from Ontario, and we were in Cochrane, Alberta, for a wild game dinner. At it was a Big Sheep Foundation dinner or whatever.
Ooh. Paul Chambers connected.
I think they were connected to that
100%.
a bit. And when you came through the door, if you were a veteran, you got to enter your name in a draw to win a week-long hunt to Africa.
Oh, cool.
And I didn't realize it at the time. I'd taken everybody inside and got the coach checked and put them through the door. And then I was like, I went outside and had a smoke by myself once I got them in the door. And so I had a minute by myself. So I went outside and had a smoke. So I didn't know about putting your name in for this prize.
Yeah.
So once I got inside and I went through, I ignored everybody at the front desk and counter and stuff. I just paid my ticket and I went in and talked to people and schmoozing and stuff. And then I had somebody come up to me and we were talking after dinner and drinks and stuff. And he said, hey, did you put your name in for this draw? And I said, no, what draw? And he says, well, this week-long hunt in Africa. And I said, oh, no, never knew nothing about it. He says, oh, go put your name in. I said, okay. So I wandered up to the front and I put my name. I scribbled my name on a piece of paper and I put it in the box. And just like anything, I've won a couple glass, like chandelier glasses. What do you call it? Champagne glasses, not chandelier glasses. Yeah.
Chandelier glasses would be amazing.
They'd be amazing. Yeah, you'd be high on life.
Yeah.
Swinging from the ceilings.
Yeah.
Completely lit.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
So you won the African.
Did you win the African trip? Or you
yeah.
entered?
Well,
and
we
did not
all
win?
whittled her down. Yeah, they did. They announced my name, and I was like, amazing that. So
So wait, hold on. You won a trip to Africa?
yes, it was. So what it is, it's not a whole win. It's it's like, man, it's kind of like the worst pyramid scheme you've ever been on in your life. Because I won a fucking invitation to spend $25,000. Like,
Oh yeah. It's like you could go to Africa and you can shoot a kudu or whatever, and we'll pay for that. But you have to get to Africa and pay the guides and pay the tip and pay your everything else.
you nailed her.
Wow.
So what
Discounts.
I want? No, we're doing this on the fucking
do it.
fly.
Do
and
it.
We're doing
Yeah.
this smart. So when you go to when you win this trip, so I win this trip. What it is not including airfare. So airfare to this point and location for two people is $8,500.
Pricey.
Ouch.
There
Two you taking the wife?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And Kate?
absolutely.
Kate coming with?
No, she's staying with her grandparents.
All right.
So there and back's $8,500, and that's no screwing around. That's us getting there proper.
Like
with
economy or
fuck no, like we're flying not business, mid class, whatever you want, business class.
Slow boat to China.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. When you say to go there $8,500 business class, that's not that expensive. You
No, that's middle of the run, and I understand that, but
You
that's
get there
still
cheaper.
that's a substantial chunk of money. That's an ATV.
And which country in
Right,
Africa
I'm just saying
are
though,
we
you
talking?
could fly there
Where are you
economy for $2,500.
Kenya?
It's southwest of the
Zimbabwe?
Cape. No, it's in
South Africa?
It's super South Africa. We're a 2-hour drive to the fishing port in one town.
Okay. Yeah, so you're south. You're really south.
Super south on the coast. We're
Yeah,
very
cool.
super south on the coast.
You going for Cape Buffalo?
No, geez, Louise. No.
Yeah, what are you
Okay.
going for there?
Grouse.
is the thing.
So anyway,
Yeah.
you got it. You can't drag me away. Let me finish this shit.
They got rough grouse? All
So,
right. All right.
Rough.
I won
Beef goose?
for me and myself.
Yeah.
I won on a raffle the chance to I have a week stay at a hunting lodge
Okay.
with room and board, with food, and a hunting guide for 7 business days every day.
Wow.
That sounds pretty
You're
sick.
going to do
bro.
awesome, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
then-
exciting.
That's great.
And then I have $1,000 of credit to hunt.
Have you
What is
decided
that?
what you
Wait,
want to
wait,
hunt
wait,
yet
wait.
then?
What does $1,000 of credit mean?
Yeah.
So $1,000 of credit to hunt and $1,000 of credit for taxidermy.
Okay.
So $1,000 of credit to hunt means every animal and every object has a price attached to it.
Yeah.
I want to blow a cactus up. I don't know if they have cactus up there.
Yeah, blow it up.
Trophy cactus,
Fuck
man.
Trophy
cactus.
cactus.
Yeah.
It's going to cost me $500.
Yeah. Deserved.
I want to shoot okay, so this is where it gets complicated. I want to shoot a black kudu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A medium range black kudu,
Okay.
which is, think about a 5x5 or a 6x6 bull elk,
Yeah.
But it's an antelope.
They're huge.
but as an antelope with a big,
Oh, they're
with a big
amazing.
black curly
I know them well.
spine. Those animals are worth $3,500. Just the animal
To who?
When you
to
shoot
the
it.
hunting farm.
So you
Because
have
you're
to upsell. They upsell you on it. So you got $1,000, but you're gonna have to upsell another $2,000.
Or I can go deep sea fishing for 3 days for $350 a day. So they offer that. They don't just offer hunting expeditions. They
Yeah.
offer safari trips. You can go for $350 for the day. You're my personal guide that's attached to me
Yeah.
will drive me around with a driver and will take pictures for the day. Or he'll take me down to the coast and we'll shoot ducks and geese and waterfowl and
Or deep sea
Yeah.
fishing for
or
whatever's in
deep
there.
sea fishing.
or pay $30,000 and shoot a lion. Like,
Well, or
like
or
crazy
or
shit like
more
that,
like
right?
I want to shoot. I don't want to shoot anything. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. They're like, "What are you? You're going to ask?" I'm like, "Boys, I don't want to shoot nothing. I want to go for the experience. I want to talk to and bebop or like not like not to be a fucking asshole, but
No,
like
I hear it. Yeah.
or Nigel and Steven or what, like, and be like, boys, take me on a backcountry hike. Let's go for a walk.
Yeah.
Let's stop for lunch. Let's have a bush lunch. Point some animals out to me. Let's walk around. Let's do some like.
Like if I was in your shoes, and we are both kindred spirits here. Like I'm a hunter, you're a hunter. Don't you want to like take a kudu or a bush buck or something and have that experience?
Oh, definitely. I'm not going there and not killing something. So that's expectation. Believe me, I'll set the
Warthog.
philanthropic baloney to the side. No, I'll take an animal, definitely. So the expectations when you win a hunt like this is that you have $1,000 credit, but they're expecting you to spend about $3,500. They want you to take about 3 animals. So for an extra $1,000, I can take an extra person, which will be my wife. But they're considered participant.
Gotcha.
You know, like a viewer. A viewer.
Yeah.
God, I almost got weird on you guys.
Like a partner license almost, yeah.
it's like call your wife a viewer.
So
This is my wife. I call her a viewer.
I paid $1,000 for Laura to come with me, or $1,200, and that pays for her room and board and food and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that includes 2 animals.
Really?
Yes.
Of like what animals are we talking?
Deer, antelope, whatever she want, like little shit, like.
I think it would be exciting
Nothing
just
wrong
to
with
shoot
that.
like a little antelope, like having them roasted over the fire. Like,
Yeah, no,
you
that'll
don't,
be.
you don't need a giraffe mounted in your
No.
No,
fucking
no,
living room.
and we're not about that. So, Lauren, the whole thing about us is that when we decide when we go there is just we're gonna take the hides and we're gonna take take a couple cool racks and be like, but it's gonna be almost 20 grand. All said and done, $25,000.
Yeah.
I won a trip and I get to spend $25,000.
Congratulations.
For I'm going to spend $25,000 on the value for $3,500. So
Awesome.
I love it. We're gonna try to get whitetail deer tomorrow.
All right.
Jeff and I.
yeah, where are you guys going hunting though?
Well, Matthew, we're not telling you.
Why not? I can help you.
Yeah. Okay. After
Well,
we
of course
close,
I would. I'd tell you right where to go when everybody's off
I know.
the mics.
Okay, we're gonna close this. We're gonna close this podcast down. We actually have to bleep a few roads, and do we have to bleep a few like
Hours?
zones? Even we've mentioned today.
Zones. And then
We've
there's a
mentioned
few
wolf
there's
hunting.
This has
political.
been an
White-tailed deer.
amazing podcast.
Amazing.
But there's going to be a bit of editing that George
Yeah.
is going to have to do.
I'm so thankful for that. Yeah, the one thing you want to edit is the longest podcast. But anyways, I love having you guys on. Jeff, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's
Matthew.
only 11 p.m., man.
No, I know. We're gonna smoke some.
I swear.
We'll smoke some more. We'll drink some more. But the podcast, I feel like we've shared some secrets tonight. I'm actually excited we did it at the end of hunting season because like
Yeah, we don't
you
give any
too many
secrets
tips
away.
right beforehand.
If you're
and-
listening, it's too late. You'll have to do it next year.
Well, right now in the season it's pretty easy to actually locate your deer. You just go out and you're looking for your right-of-ways and your crossroads and you're looking for traffic.
yeah,
Does it
little
have-
bit of snow?
Does it? And that's just it. Does
So
it have
nice.
deer activity on it?
Yeah.
Does it not? And that's where you're.
Yeah,
And some of these roads are like literally the first road off the highway after you leave Edson or Hinton. Like it's not like a
yeah. We have a couple favorite roads
Super
where
secret.
it's just nice. You hit it first thing in the morning. You go hunt all day. You know, you come back. It's like this is our last road of the day too, which I think is kind of like fitting for the podcast. Is like, hey, things change pretty quickly. You can
they do.
from gold mining to deer hunting to whatever is like you go on this hill, you go on this little curve of the river. It changes yearly. You never know where you're gonna get, but be ready for it. You
So,
know?
George, are you after antlers or
no
steaks?
No, yeah. If something's got,
If it's brown, it's down.
yeah, well, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Come with me.
yeah. Yeah,
I have the day tomorrow all to myself.
yeah.
I don't have a child.
Can me and
I
Jeff go
haven't-
with you? Me and Jeff are here. Let's go
You guys
tomorrow.
Want to shoot a deer?
Yeah.
Matt will set you up.
Let's do it.
We
Let's
All
go
right.
tomorrow. Yeah.
that's why I'm here.
All right, here we
Okay,
go.
you
Done.
Okay, you have
Easy.
to help me cut my deer up though.
100%.
Yep,
yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. All right.
Like
Trade
it.
made.
I
You wanna
like
shoot
it.
something tomorrow?
Yeah,
That's why I'm here.
100%. Yeah.
All right.
That's what we're doing.
All right. I'll help
How do
you.
the problem when you got 3 hunters together does it make things more complicated than one hunter together?
I won't be with you. I'll take you into a spot and I'll sit you down.
Yeah.
And then I'll just leave you there and you
Okay.
just keep it simple, low and slow.
100%.
and You'll have a deer. Eventually you'll have a deer run out in front of you.
You just douse yourself in dough estrus.
But no, that'd help.
Yeah.
No, I don't. The only time that I don't support doing trail draggers
Yeah.
and scent leg coverage on scent is in archery season.
Yeah.
And
Go hard now.
yeah, well, most of the bears are sleeping. Like I used to get grief. Like I hunt with some boys that actually have solid knowledge, and they'd be like, Matthew, you're gonna get fucking gobbled up one of these days.
Oh yeah.
And I'd be like, boys, I'm telling you, if I go out that way, I'm gonna be having fun. Like, and I come out of a dead sleep with a grizzly bear up my ass. Like, it's gonna be one hell of a ride.
Oh yeah. Matthew, the last chapter. Scott's like, yeah. Okay.
It's called The Next Chapter with
This is
Matthew
the best
Ritchie.
podcast I've
Sorry,
ever
the
been a
next
part
chapter,
of.
yeah.
This is awesome. Yeah.
The next chapter.
Yeah.
I love what you've done with the next chapter too. Like that connection. Like it feels. It's good. I love
All
it.
right.
What's
Yeah.
the
Well,
next chapter? Is the next chapter a YouTube channel?
I
are
have
you guys
it
on YouTube or just
I
Facebook?
am
It's
on
just-
YouTube.
Yeah, Facebook.
Facebook.
Look up the
Facebook?
next chapter on Facebook, Jeff.
I post more on Facebook. I haven't posted much. I think I've come to the realization that I'm trying too hard and I'm trying to do something I'm not there yet. I'm trying to do something here and I just need to do this.
That's what I feel like what's going
And
on with the
I just-
podcast too.
and
Is
I
like
just-
I'm not ready for all this other like you got to post 17 reels for every episode.
Dude,
I'm like, man,
and
let's
that's
just.
where I was at and that's where
Yeah.
I'm at. And I just
It's tough.
I seem like most. I met a guy in the mall. Okay, local famous. Like local famous.
Who?
Me.
Oh yeah, you. Yeah.
Yeah, me. I used to sound confused. My nut
Yeah.
dropped there for a sec. Like I was like me.
No, you're famous. Yeah.
So I'm coming through. Scott's killing himself over here. So, just come through the mall, and I worked at the mill with, and he had seen the video of. Did I post a video about blowing all the fur off that wolf?
You talked about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so and then they got the deer and then posted a video about the does blowing and then tracking the deer down and the lung blood on the tree branch, what you talked about there, and
Yeah.
going through all the motions. I knew that son of a whore was dead. It was deader than fuck the second I shot it, but you got to put on the show for the folks. And I was like, oh yeah, look at this. There's blood here and blood there. I hit that thing with a 35 Wellin at 30 yards. It was dead before it even blinked. So
I think you hit everything at 35 yards with your 30 yards with 35 Wellin.
All right. But we are trying to wind down the podcast. I know.
Okay.
We
Here's
could
the
talk forever.
Wait.
you just want me to bring the surgical wagons
Trust
back in here?
Trust me,
Okay.
boys. Here's the deal, Matt. You deliver authenticity, and that's why we love
100%.
what you bring on the last chapter. When I watch what you're doing,
The next chapter.
the next chapter. Pardon me.
That's why I couldn't find it.
Last chapter sounds
the next
The
depressing.
next,
Yeah.
You guys were saying the last chapter.
That
Sorry,
was
so
that was George.
No, that was 100% my bad.
Yeah,
The next
last chapter's
yeah.
like, boys, I ain't done my book yet. I'm still writing it.
You still got another chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next one.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the
the next chapter.
profound point I'm making here is its authenticity. So when you're out there, I'm watching you, I'm with you. It's not polished, it's not contrived, it's the real deal, and that's what makes it so special, right? So hopefully, as you're listening to the podcast tonight, you're getting that sense as well.
Jeff, sit down.
I appreciate that.
We'll share.
Yeah, well done, man.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun.
We will.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Yeah,
I appreciate. I like all the stories.
Gripping the microphone.
Yeah,
Yes.
you are sweaty. You are a sweaty man for sure.
Matthew, thank you so much for coming on. We love your insight and your passion comes through. So the episodes you've done so far, people love them.
Oh yeah, are
So-
they doing?
oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't even post I didn't get the link to the last one we did. I didn't post it on the next chapter.
Yeah,
I did. Well, we got to do that.
Oh, yeah, I'll send it to you or whatever. But
they did
it's
good on mine.
people love your passion. It's like, oh, Matthew Ritchie's on. Yeah, what's he got to say? You're
No, really?
100%.
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention.
No, big
None of
time.
it.
So
I'm gonna say though, the best quote of the entire podcast is that it wasn't a mountain, but it was a real strong right of way.
There you go.
Not a mountain, real strong right away. Yeah, I love it.
That's
Yeah,
I
really
wrote that
like
down on my
that.
phone. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna use that for the rest of my life.
but it was. You know what I mean? It wasn't a mountain, but Jesus, it was.
Don't
Yeah,
get Matthew started on this one.
I agree. We agree. It was the perfect thing to say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I love
was
it.
fucking
I love
steep.
it. Scott Sunderwald, Northern Rockies Bushcraft,
Yeah,
Radically Wild, the book,
yeah.
out now. You can grab it. Perfect Christmas gift, by the
Well,
way, too. And-
okay, this is silly because it is the perfect
we
Christmas gift because my wife,
Yeah.
I think she bought the book from you or she's going. She
Oh, did she?
She
Yeah,
pinned. She
was
pinned.
at. We met her at the book sign.
Did she get it
Oh, at the
already?
market
And
there,
here I
yeah.
am sitting, and she's like, "I'll get it signed for you, Matthew." I'm like, "Okay, good."
It might have been a surprise. Yeah.
It was supposed to be a
it's kind
Christmas
of-
gift.
It's a half. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm like,
We saw your wife in line behind. She was in front of us when we were getting
yeah.
the book signed. Yeah.
Well, she told me she's getting it, and it was just kind of funny. She's like, "I'll get it signed for you." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay." Well, because I didn't realize how much you were on the podcast with George,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Well, you guys, it's part and parcel."
Yeah.
Co-host.
Yeah, Scott's. It's Wilderness Wavelength, man. Scott's.
We're almost
a huge
married,
part
man.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But who,
Matthew, you're a huge part of this now.
Who
too.
started Wilderness Wavelength?
That is George. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I
George-
started. I was out here.
I
I'm like,
know, but you were slaying it. You're doing a great job. You hustled and bustled, and your co-host
yeah,
is Scott
Yeah, yeah.
Sunderwald.
100%.
There you go.
Man, you nailed a perfect partner, didn't you? Look at you going 2 for 2.
We're trying to go for connections.
We're
We're trying to go for like
you have an excellent wife that tolerates your behavior,
100%,
and you have a good co-host that keeps you straight. And I would think on the opposite side of the spectrum when it comes to sort of things.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's good to have reverberation. You got to have bounce back. You can't have a deep puddle that things to go splash into and don't come back on you.
100%.
Because an echo tank is no good for anybody.
You need, I agree.
Yeah, you got to have a little pushback in your life.
I keep them on the straight and narrow.
That's exactly
George gets
right.
off the track.
Things are working out, but
but we're talking about getting off track here, and that makes sense.
Yes,
that makes sense.
So,
and I follow the off-track spectrum,
which is
I could segue you.
No, that's the spectrum. You people want to be a part of is the off-track spectrum. The next chapter, Matthew Ritchie. I want you to be a co-host too. By the way, yeah, I love it.
I feel like that you should have a segment where Matthew Ritchie comes in and like has like a rant or has like a it's like has like
nobody
we're cutting into it and then he has like a thing where he just goes on about
do you have one more beer for me, please?
I got more beers, I got more joints, I got more. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks so much for joining. Merry Christmas wherever you're listening from. This has been the Wilderness Wavelength,
the longest Wilderness Wavelength podcast
I'm gonna need
of
us
all
all
time.
to shout "Stay wild" into the mic.
Stay
wild, everybody.
Wilderness Wavelength.